the fighter and the kid. Had to run it back, cause we back at it again. Yeah, we gon' keep it moving like it's never gonna end. When it was Brendan, when it was Bryan, when it was just talking to friends. We got the kid Callen on the left, with the fighter on the right. Ay, had to do it right, cause we coming at you live. Back with the team, had to keep it OG, must see TV. Had to do it. Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid. We're out.
Come on, baby. Just my American nuts.
That's what they are.
American. Yeah, let's go.
Just spilling out.
I want to talk to Josh about that jacket. I want to talk about his adventure when he was somewhere in the middle of Albuquerque or somewhere, and you went into that gas station, and it had what?
It had, okay, I'll tell you what I bought.
I'd like to know.
Wait, fill us in. Apparently you and Bryan talked, fill the rest of us
Well,
in.
look at his
I have no clue what
jacket.
you're talking about.
I went that jacket, and then he.
I did a little.
He said he got it.
Well, watch this.
I did a little.
Josh, that jacket.
Yeah, I bought it at a gas station in New Mexico.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Please go on.
The gas station, the sign when I was driving by, and by the way, gas station purchases in the South and in the West can be amazing because some of them have but this one said Mexican food, donuts, and stuff. And
I'm in.
Stuff.
Stuff. So I bought this jacket. I bought a bow and arrow. I bought fireworks.
That's nice. That's nice leather.
I bought.
Now that's human.
Yes.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That is a Native American man's skin, but that's fine.
Yeah, dude.
Because when you say stuff, it's true that you could find like a dehydrated heart, a human heart.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe a human skull.
Yeah, like a necklace of ears, voodoo shit. Stuff is all you never know.
But also a poncho. Fireworks.
Stuff you need.
Yeah. Ceramics.
Yep.
The bow and arrow.
Miller Lite?
The bow. Yeah, fucking for sure Miller Lite.
You and I are the same because I love these places.
The best
the bow and
jerky
arrow.
I've ever had.
I was just gonna say the best jerky. They have that. They don't have like the bullshit jerky.
Nah.
Everybody drink. Dude, they have real jerky.
It's made
and the
from-
flavors are insane.
Well, it's made from the farm yonder.
In the backyard.
It's made from the farm.
But they'll have like
just yonder.
blueberry. One of the flavors will be like blueberry or habanero fucking mango.
Bear meat. They'll have bear meat. They'll have
Armadillo.
ostrich. They'll have all kinds of different meats.
I'll eat an armadillo right now.
I'm so high.
hungry.
Actually,
Would
that
you
sounds
eat
delicious.
armadillo? Are you still just meat?
Now, for the last 2 weeks, I have been. And my headache is popping right now. That's why I have whiskey. Gets rid of my headache.
Whiskey and
Nicotine
meat is
and
what
meat.
they ate as they were settling in the West. Now, let me ask you this.
Whoever made this jacket, that's all they did.
So
Wait, hold on. How much was the jacket?
Come on, man. How much you think? Let's take a couple guesses.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Wait, this is New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Did they serve green chili at this place?
No rest. Well, on the side, actually, there was a restaurant. I didn't go over there.
That jacket was $89.99.
That jacket was $49.99.
If we would go prices right, it's $75. That would be. But you were actually closer. Yes. I mean, this is a $75 jacket.
That's a steal.
dude.
Now, the bow and arrow,
Yes.
could you use it to kill small game?
If I had a bow and arrow skill, I believe so.
Oh, wait, you got bow and arrow and the jacket?
Yeah.
Did it come with the jacket?
No, but I wish it had. Great incentive.
Yes.
They should be like, you know what? You can have this bow and arrow. Oh, I also bought some maracas.
Well, you need those.
Those are fun.
Can I
and
tell
a
you?
lava lamp.
They were there, but I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Can I tell you what I use the maracas for? So I'm not a good golfer, but I like to golf with my brothers and my dad because it's just bonding shit. But we only golf here in LA or in the desert in Vegas. And there's always a danger rattlesnake sign. So I pack a maraca in my golf bag because I'm terrible at golf, but I like making people scared. So I always mention it once or twice. I'll be like, hey guys, remember there's rattlesnakes out here. There's rattlesnakes. And the first time somebody goes in the wood and pokes around for their ball, I just, shh.
That's good.
Fucking dude.
Yeah.
When you think you touch a rattlesnake,
Terrifying.
you know, like in the cartoons where your feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those rattlesnakes are loud.
Well, now in Texas, because people kill them all the time, they've evolved to not rattle.
Evolution,
What do you
my
mean?
Man. They stop rattling because
stop
they're
rattling.
getting killed. They're giving
get
themselves away. So one smart the Elon Musk of rattlesnakes went, I'm just going to stop shaking my tail.
Yeah.
And they all went, that's a great idea, dude. Every time we do it, we get killed.
So he called a council among the other snakes.
Gather around.
Gather around, everyone.
I have an idea.
No more
The
rattling.
rattler no more.
Rattling equals death.
And then someone's like, hold on.
That's what he ran for office on.
The snake raised his hand and went, "Look, just a quick
Didn't have a
question.
hand.
That's kind of our thing."
Yep.
He goes, "Not anymore, dumbass."
The snake rattled his tail. So everybody look at him. And he goes, "We don't do that anymore." He goes, "Well, how was I supposed to raise my hand?"
Use your tongue.
Oh, tell me a little. I wish they would continue to rattle. That's one man's opinion, but
So why'd you buy a fucking? We'll get into herpetology in a second. Why did you purchase a goddamn
herpes.
bow and arrow?
Why not? It was there.
It's a gas station, dude.
Yeah.
Slurpee, jerky, bow and arrow, human skull,
Fireworks.
hot dogs.
I'll tell you what my plan was,
churros.
honestly.
Churros.
My plan was, I had mushrooms with me. My plan was, and I bought some fireworks. My plan was to somehow try to light the arrow and set up fireworks and shoot them when I was tripping.
Are you 13?
Yeah, basically.
Love the idea. I love that idea.
But you know what I
That's a
learned?
ridiculousness episode.
Zero bow and arrow skills. I've never shot one before. It's not, you can't just pick it up and do
Can
it.
I just say something about
tough.
that?
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends. We all have friends who are super into archery.
Yeah.
One of them's name is Joe Rogan, and
Yeah.
there are a couple other guys.
Cam Hanes.
I think that I don't care about archery. Now, I'm an adult, and I know it's a skill set. I could give less of a fuck about archery. I care more about what the weather's like in, I don't know, Beijing right now.
Yeah.
Like I could give a fuck. Oh, are you good at shooting? Did you kill that elk? But wait, with a bow and arrow? Didn't you call it in with a horn? Which basically is like, I'm a dude, this pussy's
Didn't
mine.
you
Then he goes,
catfish this
who the
elk?
fuck said that? This pussy's mine.
Yeah, you catfish the elk.
Yeah. Who said that? Somebody said something, and then you go, oh, he's 10 yards away. Sink.
Or-
and then you pose with it.
Yeah.
And you're like, killed it.
Or they spray the trees with like, so it smells like a male, so you get the females in. You just honey dick them.
You're honey dicking.
Then they shoot them in the face.
They walk towards you.
Let me ask you
Like
this.
it's how Native Americans
What
do.
what do you feel is worse? That or sitting up in a stand just waiting for the animal to walk past?
Also suspect.
Because that's not hunting, that's waiting.
Yeah.
And-
I would say the kind of hunting I did with Ranella, where you actually walk and you stalk the deer, that shit's really hard. So I believe this is the case. I know that when sniper training school, a lot of times correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard this from fairly reliable
me to
source.
correct you?
No, but I know people who listen to this are in the military, but the states when you fucking stalk an elk with a rifle, okay, when you actually go to stalk an elk, they can smell you a mile away. They can see you a mile away. So they are so smart. They see you and they're like, I'm getting the fuck away from you. So the way you have to stalk an elk is a very similar skill set as how you stalk a human enemy. You can't be seen, and you got to take a long fucking shot.
Yeah, we know this.
Do you,
dude.
do you
Yes,
know
that's difficult.
who's an expert bow hunter? It is Foxworthy.
Jeffrey?
Jeff Foxworthy is
Jeffrey Foxworthy?
dude is like world class.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I got to know John Dudley, who's the best in the world, and
That shooting
John,
arrows?
John's 6'6", 230. It just looks like a fucking crazy athlete, which he was, and he's the best in the world. And there he is, And so when you're on that level, that's a whole different.
And you have to wear a hat like that.
Yes, that's
I
a
think so.
whole different level of zen.
All of them wear the hat. Like I see a hat like that, I'm like, that's like cauliflower ears for fighters.
And
If you see a
definitely
hat like that.
Yeah,
Definitely wearing Oakleys.
it's a zen.
If you see a hat like that, run in a zigzag.
that shit. Look at him. That shit is a zen practice. He's a fucking.
No, he's a savage.
He's a
yeah.
savage.
What's up, kids? Let's take a little break from chatting your ear off about bows and arrows with Josh Wolf and Bryan Callen and myself. They're both taking shits right now, so you got your boy here doing the reads. But I will be in San Jose this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. San Jose Improv is this freaking week. We just announced an all-new tour. It's a Oh He Thick tour, and we have new dates, new cities, just got added on there. We'll be announcing a big UK tour for next year. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up, so go to Thicccboy or fatkz.com right now. Get your tickets. But this week at San Jose, next week Salt Lake City, Utah. That's October 20th through the 22nd at Wise Guys. Calgary, October 27th at the Rooftop, downtown Calgary. Thursday show almost sold out, so we add a show on Friday out there. November, Heavy Texas. We have San Antonio, November 3rd through the 5th at LOL. Houston, November 10th through the 12th. A bunch of dates in between then, but the next big one is December 15th through the 17th. Washington, D.C., one of my favorite clubs, D.C. Improv. Come get you some. December 15th through the 17th. We'll be announcing a bunch more dates for Oh He Thick Tour. get you some. Also, that sweet, sweet nectar, the award-winning nectar from your thick friend here is just restocked. If you go to thiccboy.com and get you some right now, it gets delivered to your door. Get you that award-winning thick nectar, Tiger Thick. It's available right now. Finally back in stock. Batch 2 coming in hot. You'll see the awards on the bottles. Get you some right now, delivered to your door. This episode of The Fighter and the Kid is brought to you by BetterHelp. That's right. Life can be tough, man, and you need a little help out there. You know who can help you? You know you don't have to figure out your own solutions. Nope, you need some help, and that's where a professional therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals. No matter how big or small, these therapists are going to help you. It's all done online. Your boy's in therapy, my friend's in therapy, whether you got tons of stress, you need help with anxiety, depression, we got you covered, man. All right, if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, do it the easy way. Do it with BetterHelp. It's a great option. It's convenient. It's accessible. It's definitely affordable, and it's entirely online. Do it from the comfort of your home. You get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey, and you can switch your therapist at any time if you're not feeling it or you think you could find a better one. All good. They will switch it for you. No questions asked. So when you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/fighter today. Get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/fighter. Fellas, you know when you're just wearing something uncomfortable, man, you're like, God, this is not comfortable. It's too tight. It's wrinkly. I've been wearing it all day. I'm supposed to go to happy hour. I'm supposed to go to the movies. Supposed to go to a play. Supposed to go to a comedy show. Supposed to go to B Schaub's new tour. Oh, he thick. And I'm coming straight from work in this shirt. It's all wrinkly. I look terrible. Well, you need some Roan in your life, man. You need some Roan because they make dope shirts, dope pants. They got it all to help you look great. And they have a shirt that they sent to me. I rock it. My dad actually stole it from me, this Roan shirt. It's the commuter shirt. It's a button-up. It's breathable. It's flexible. And it's fantastic. It's also 4-way stretch, so you don't have to worry about it. And also, it's wrinkle-free. Like I told you, you don't want to be sitting at work, driving your car. You get out, your shirt's all wrinkly. You're going to dinner. You're going on a date. You're going to a comedy show. You look ridiculous. Now, if you got Roan, Daddy, if you got Roan, you look fantastic. So if you want to jump on board, look dope at work, look dope at the theater, date night, at the comedy show, get the commuter shirt from Roan, and guess what? You head to roan.com/fighter. Use promo code fighter. You save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/fighter. Use the code fighter. It's time to find your corner office comfort.
Have you seen the Japanese masters of archery? Have you read Zen and the Art of Archery?
No.
Small book,
That book was
important
100
book.
pounds. Yeah.
Very good. You read it?
No. It's about archery?
Yeah.
But in Japan?
It's about life.
But about archery in Japan, though, overall? Right?
But it's a metaphor for life.
So it's Cat in the Hat, right?
No. Zen and the Art of
Dr.
Archery
Seuss.
is how you breathe when you hold all that Zen shit.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Are
Now-
these pictures in the book?
No, but if you watch, go to YouTube and watch.
I'll tell you who I want shooting at
Archery
me, the guy in the
Master.
middle.
Which
He's
one?
like-
Which one do you think? Yeah, you want that dude?
Yeah. Well, they would practice riding on a horse and splitting an arrow or shooting a bird in midair. All these crazy.
You know why? Nothing else to do, right?
Well,
Hey, you know why?
Yeah.
Because back then,
yeah.
nothing to do.
Now
Yeah.
hold on.
Right?
Yes, but sir,
Right? Nothing.
sir, I would say go to the Master Archer from National Geographic. I don't know why.
Like, there's the
Sir,
above the head shot too, though. Shit.
Well, it's
Maybe
the way
that's
they
their
do.
vibe.
But sir, I would say this: it maybe you learn about life if you master one thing, you master everything. Isn't that the idea?
Yeah,
Watch-
but you were just shitting on archery.
Yeah, didn't you just tell me how dumb
You
archery
just
is?
said you don't give a
2
shit.
seconds
I
ago.
don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
2 seconds ago.
Oh, Bryan goes with the win. Hey,
Two
hey,
seconds
you just
ago.
told us I care more about
Less of
Beijing
a fuck.
fog than fucking...
Pull up Zen in the Art of Archery. I've actually researched it for 10 years.
I do not care about archery, but I do like this craftsmanship, this master, Japanese master, this sensei who makes his own bows.
So
and
you do
does some
care about
crazy
archery.
shit.
How long is this video, Chin?
11 minutes, 59
It's 12 minutes?
12 minutes too long?
It's 11 minutes too long. My attention span
Watch
for
this,
this...
though. Watch this.
But it's above the head.
He's wearing glasses. Oh, then he lowers it.
Yeah, that's
That face
concentration,
is-
dude.
But why
You
is?
ready?
But
Watch
what's
that. Look at that release.
Oh, no.
Oh, I need to hear that noise though. I need.
No,
to
you
hear
did
that
it way
noise.
too
I need to
late.
hear it.
He's wearing a hat. Like, I want you to take his hat in. Hold on.
Is that a hat or a headband?
Wait.
Oh, fuck yeah!
There was no need for that.
Well,
Because
dude.
the target hit, and he goes,
But he waited till
That
after.
means-
He went.
Well, that's a war cry, and that's the last thing you hear as you die. You go like this. Watch.
No, you're already out.
You go. "Tch," You go. Huh? What?
From this year.
And that's and
Yeah,
that
it seems
sends, that sends me to hell.
By the way, seem that warning seems kind of late.
Yeah, I'm already like.
Yeah,
oh,
you've
fuck.
already hit me with the arrow, and then you're like, hey.
Well, I'm going to tell you this: when you get killed with an arrow, it goes through your body. It doesn't stay in your body.
I'd rather get shot.
It goes
I'd rather
right through
get
your
shot.
body, Bubba.
Yeah.
And it goes right through your heart. And you're going to do this. You're going to be talking, and you're going to go on. You're going to be like, oh, dude, I got it. Right. Okay, do it. Ready? Hey, dude. So
See, that's
An
the last
arrow
thing you
doesn't
heard.
go through your body. I've seen
Okay.
too many movies.
goes through an elk's body, Bubba.
Yeah,
Goes
certain,
right through
certain-
the elk's body. A lot of
Now,
times.
no,
Goes through your body?
It can.
right through you.
Yeah, it'll go straight
Go
through
right
and
through a
out.
deer's body at a time. If it's the right
That's why you want to hit him on, up here so it doesn't go all the way through, right?
Well,
Or you
you
want
know
to
what?
in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, have you not
Yeah,
watched?
now, a little fact for you. You know,
House
I
of
grew up
Dragon?
shooting bows and arrows.
I did not know you grew
yeah.
up shooting bows and arrows.
Yeah.
You grew up shooting arrows with a bow,
Yes,
right?
bows and arrows.
Now, when did you do that?
Since probably fucking 2nd grade through 8th grade.
Okay, so
I had my own bow and arrow. We go to
practiced,
the range.
you
My dad
practiced
takes us
archery?
every Saturday to the range. SJ. Yeah,
Can I see your pullback?
sure.
What does that mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna
He's
stop
has
you.
studied
Stop you.
ancient Japanese archery,
Yeah, my dad-
obviously.
I
my
feel
dad-
like you're doing that wrong. I don't know.
No, didn't you see the pictures?
Yeah, that's how they were doing it.
Yeah.
I pull my back and I kiss it here. It creases right here.
And then you.
Watch
And
this.
you say shh.
That's exactly what I do. I go like this. I go. And by the way, when I breathe,
You know they have triggers on them now too, where you just go. And it goes,
They do?
so
you gotta pull
here's
back, it locks and trigger.
if I'm
I left
shooting you,
mine
if
in
I'm shooting
Mexico.
you at a distance with a scope or a bow and arrow, watch this. This is my breathing. Breathe in. Watch this. And when I'm out of breath, that's that pause. That's when I.
Now you left the bow and arrow. I'd assume it was your bow and arrow. Was it just? It was wood.
Yeah, man. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from a gas station. You fuck. They took us down this boring road,
Dude, I mean, it's
And
really
this my man's just
gas station.
I want
boat.
you to-
He got a cup of chili and a leather jacket, and then decided to get a
We're in
fucking
Japan on
wood
the
bow
back
and
of a
arrow.
fucking-
And you're like, have you ever seen the Japanese? No!
I wanted him
The
to show,
story's about Albuquerque.
but I wanted him to show the Japanese guy splitting the arrow. He splits an arrow.
But you told us before that bullshit, you don't give a fuck. So we
were
already
on
don't
the map,
give a
dude.
fuck.
I want to watch about shit that none of us care about.
You wasted all of our lives.
Fuck. That was a long archery tangent. It was a
The
long
longest archery tangent ever.
That's our time, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
I looked over to that video and Tim was like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you doing in New Mexico?
Oh, dude, I did a
Were you
little,
on tour?
Yeah, a little theater tour down there.
Nice.
New Mexico's great.
Do you carry a
town.
weapon when you're in the middle of
He doesn't. He
Besides a
doesn't.
bow and arrow.
I do not carry a weapon.
You don't carry a blade.
I do not carry a blade.
Were you in Albuquerque?
I was in Albuquerque. Let me tell you something.
Right? Might want to have a blade in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque and
Rough
Roswell.
town.
Well, telling the story.
in
Did you get
Albuquerque.
beat up?
No, when you had to kick somebody out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
In
yeah.
Albuquerque?
In Roswell.
They'd be farting out there, man.
Hey.
That was not.
No, I've been out there. The green chili. They
You,
fart
you,
hard. They fart hard, dude. I've been there a bunch of times.
Okay, but
yeah. So wait a second.
there's more to Albuquerque than that.
You're right.
Yeah, I did see a
Wait.
bumper sticker that said Albuquerque be farting.
Yeah.
That's actually Thicccboy merch.
yeah,
That's Thicccboy merch.
That's the t-shirts I'm gonna do out there.
We
Albuquerque
kicked somebody out.
farting.
We kicked somebody out in Roswell, and the guy at the club straight up told me, "Hey, we usually don't kick people out unless we call because everyone's packing.
Yeah.
It's just such a,
Well,
blue,
the guy,
a real.
was the guy just out of control?
The guy was, look, man, my shows are super good vibes across the board.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, man, I'm
Got a leather jacket on.
yeah, dude, we're just having a good time.
Bring your stuff on stage.
And I'm just not tolerant. I've been doing this a long time. And
Yeah.
I don't have any tolerance for it. And if you're going to disrupt the show, I'm going to kick you the fuck out.
You know what's
in about
weird?
half a second.
You know, it's not weird, but all the comics have been doing it for a long time. Like obviously, I'll entertain some of it and like roast them. Then if it goes on, it's like, all right, we gotta get scatter. Like Joe Coy, D'Elia, dude. When there's hecklers, I've seen Joe Coy go in a big theater. Hold on, stop that. Turn the lights on. This guy out, and he'll wait there till he leaves. Lights turn back on.
This is-
then he goes.
If you,
D'Elia, shut the fuck. Get out. I'm like, holy shit. Just the older Rogan, they don't take shit.
For me, it's this. If you're part of the show, I'm cool with that. And then if I feel like it's gone on too long, I'll tell you, hey, this is enough. We're not going to do it anymore. If you're not part of the show, if you're talking to people at the table, if you're making the show not good for the people around you,
That'll drive me
zero
crazy.
tolerance.
Yeah.
I'm not your teacher. I'm not your fucking father. This is my job. If you're fucking it up for
A lot of
everybody else, you get
bachelorette
mad.
parties are not allowed to sit in anywhere near the front row.
It's crazy.
because they just are not interested in comedy.
You know what
They
Marin
wanna
does?
talk.
You know what Marin's done this at a show. He'll get there and he'll get on stage and look in the back, and if he sees it's like a bachelorette party, you go, bachelorette party, yeah, get him out of here before it even starts. Out. He goes, I'll refund your money myself. Get out.
Oh,
Because they're
that's
not there
fucked
for a
up.
show.
Wow.
He knows. He's been there. Like, nope, absolutely not. Get out.
Whoa.
Savage.
I will tell you, for me right now, without a doubt, and we've been doing this a long time, dude, I've never had more fun on stage. I've never enjoyed my job more than I am right now. I've never been more invigorated to be on stage. Do you know why, dude? I'm a different person than when I left LA. I really feel like a different human. And I
You
stopped.
think you're better than us now?
I am.
Look at his jacket, Brendan.
Look at this, dude.
his
Look at-
jacket,
You got
Brendan.
away from just the vortex of LA and just like the teeth.
I remember
are
talking
sunk
to you
in
about
those.
this. I want to hear about it.
Dude, here's the biggest thing. What I stopped doing. I always did this with my stand-up. Like I feel pretty fearless on stage. I'll try shit, and because I've never considered something not working on stage a failure. I've always looked at comedy as a puzzle, right? And so if a piece doesn't work, if you put together a 1,000-piece puzzle, you're going to try some pieces that don't work. You don't think of that as failure. You think, I just need to find another piece. And I've always thought of comedy that way, which is why I've always been super free to do whatever. But I've started to look at my life that way. I no longer think of things as failure. I just need to try a different piece. That small switch
I fucking love that.
has changed my entire life, dude, because I don't judge myself anymore.
You know,
ever.
I'm
And it took you to get out of LA to realize
I'm
that?
It
starting
really
to do
did,
that.
because I'm not, listen, man, when I was here, and I'm going to be honest with you, I would compare myself to you. Why is there a podcast? Why aren't I on this show? How come I'm not doing this stand-up? And I'm not that dude. I'm
No, not at all.
genuinely
Yeah,
happy
you're a good guy.
for people's
You're
success.
you're one of the best people I have ever. I mean, all bullshit aside, you're one of the best motherfuckers I've ever met.
I
I
appreciate
think,
that,
think
dude.
what he did for listen, man.
I'll
when
never
when you were
forget you
going
for
through
that.
your shit, when Bryan can be on the show, name a single comic. They would not come on the show. Absolutely not. Seat's too hot. Can't do it. We love you, man.
And, you
Can't
know,
do it.
and-
we love
and
Bryan,
you
but
just stepped
can't
right
do
the
it.
fuck
and then
up,
I called Josh, and you were like, "I'm there, man." I went, "Are you shitting me, dude?" You're like, "I'm there." I'm like,
But-
that's why I told you. Like, you're like, "Hey, can I come on the show?" I'm like,
But you
bro,
just the way you check in on people, and the way you're genuinely so happy for people is such a rare thing. And there's a purity to you. I think it might come from the fact that you had to raise 3 kids on your own. I remember I knew you back then, Baba.
Yeah.
I met you back then.
Yeah.
I knew you when your children were 1.
Children.
That's how long I've known you. And I don't know, man. I've watched you. I think what you're talking about is peace of mind. And I really appreciate that, because as I'm getting older too, I realize I talk to myself in a really shitty way. We're always comparing. We're always doing. You and I. He and I have the biggest problem with that. Like, he and I always just always moving forward, never stopping to look around what's going on. And that's so exhausting after a while.
I'm exhausted.
It's exhausting.
Look at
Dude,
And why?
I ripped my
compare?
jeans, I didn't
Why
even know.
compare it? So to your point, man, it's a great thing to say.
can I tell
your
you?
leather jacket smells like the liver cake.
Yeah, can we get in there? You know what my brother said to me?
You smell it?
No, I like
You ready
it.
for this? This is
Smells
for you
gamey.
guys too. My brother, I remember complaining once, and he goes, "Josh, I want you to think about in the history of people who've done your job. I know you're comparing yourself to people who are more successful. There's always people more successful. In their history of people who have done your job, you're in the 1%, dude. What are you complaining about? You're in the 1% of people who have ever attempted this job.
100%.
You're in the 1% of success."
God, I wish my agent would talk to me like that.
And I was like, fucking fuck. Like, why? Of course, there's always Chappelle or Rogan or somebody but that doesn't mean I
There's
have to.
nothing to do with you.
Zero.
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 And a lot of the comics that are super negative, it's like if someone just get in there, like, hey, this person's success has nothing to do with you. The reason you're so salty is because of you.
Yeah.
That's why you're like,
I had 2 billionaires who have all the money, break that down for me. They're pretty rational people, and they said, hold it. They said, I've made a lot of money, I said, but let's take a look at what you've built. Let's take a look at the odds when you go into it, and let's take a look at how many people have actually done what you've done. And he went through it. And boy, I felt good about myself for a second.
Dude.
I was like, because I never feel good about myself because I hate, like, I can't watch it.
It'd also be, you wouldn't be where you're at if you were always that guy too.
But
though.
sometimes
if you
it
step
helps-
outside the box,
right.
like, yeah, I'm crushing.
Right.
It's like, take it easy.
But I don't even look even remotely at it. But I think it is true that sometimes it's good to just be like, I'm not going to compare myself with Rogan or anybody else. I'm moving at my own fucking pace, man. And I'm doing the best I can.
Brother, there's nothing wrong with being proud of yourself either. Yo, dude,
I agree.
let me tell you something. You have hit, when I think about, you've been at the pinnacle of two completely separate professions, dude. That is not an easy thing to do.
Tell the internet.
Do you know what I'm saying? But think about this, dude. You were in the UFC. That's the 1%.
Yeah.
What you're doing in podcasting, easily in the 1%. So like, and to do it in two separate professions, and to look at the cars you drive and your family, you never step back and you're like, I've done a good fucking job.
Not once.
But that's what I'm
It's a
saying.
bad thing. It's not right. It's
not
good.
to.
I have Fashion Nova jeans on. They're torn.
Now listen, I will tell you, and I told you earlier.
That's what's driving me nuts. So I'm not doing that well.
That is a problem.
And I'm on a Southwest flight to San Jose tomorrow.
Yeah.
No?
Don't
Hey,
worry.
I'm on my way to Bridgeport tomorrow.
I'm going to Portland.
I get to fly across the country.
Dude, good looking Portland.
Dude, I get to wake up at 6 a.m. I fly
That's
across
East
the
Coast though,
country.
Daddy.
Oh, yeah. I fly across. I'll land at 2:30. Then I fight. And then I go from JFK to Bridgeport.
You gotta go straight there.
Yeah.
When you go, you gotta go straight there.
How come?
Oh, because.
Well, it could be worse though,
stand
right?
up.
But you remember just a second ago, you're like, I'm so grateful. And then
I am grateful. I'm fucking grateful. I'm
Well,
grateful to be
it didn't
busy.
sound like it though, right?
No, you're
For a
right.
second there, it didn't.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be busy.
You know what I'm not grateful? When I get to fucking Burbank Airport tomorrow and your boarding group C on Southwest. Fuck, dude.
Yo, I ended up.
And then when somebody goes, what are you doing here? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm on a flight like Southwest. I'm like, yeah, it's Burbank. It's easier to get. I know, dude.
Yeah.
I'll see you. What boarding group are you? A? What are you? D? God damn it.
By the way, when you get on C, I want to tell you, big boy, when you get on C, everyone is on
Middle
plane
C.
is like, I hope this big motherfucker doesn't sit next to me.
What's weird, even if you're boarding
damn.
group A and you're like all the way against the window, and then the big dude comes on, and I want to go,
Why are the big dudes
know what's
always
up.
getting on last?
But but even to sit next to him, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
Why
pick
are you
another
sitting
seat.
next
Come on, buddy. We know this is gonna suck all plane ride.
Yeah.
I know it's only an hour, but come on, go back there. Go back there. Give me your bag. I'll put your bag up here.
No, just do that.
No, Hey,
I got my
big boy.
shovers. I got my shovers on.
Hey, big boy. It's Southwest, right? Get in the back.
Hey, you want to meet the shovers? Or You want to move back?
Yeah. By the way, if you're gonna, it's the dripping over into my seat. You know, when the big dude's sitting next to you and it's like dripping under, it's oozing onto your side. That's when it's
It
like,
depends. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable. Sometimes
it's warm
kind of
and soft.
comforting.
I was
You're
about to say.
oh, this is like a big beanbag.
Dude, I had a.
I remember when Ralphie May hugged me once. I was like, this is kind of warm and
Yep.
comfy.
But also wet.
Yeah.
but also wet. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
moist.
the big guy's wet next
wet.
to you all. Oh my! You can feel his undercarriage just fuck the fumes, like Vegas fumes on your arm.
I don't want to fat shame anybody, but I sat
But
next
do.
to a bean bag of a woman, and there's no other word for it. She was so heavy, and she was so cuddly because she was so over on my side. But I just was like,
Yeah, sometimes it's nice.
I'm gonna use you
Yes.
as my pill. You're my pillow.
Yes.
And with feet, you're a pillow with feet, and all good. And
Yeah.
God bless her. But I have to say
She had a
that she brought all the snacks. And she was resting
This lady's
them.
fantastic.
She was resting them on her stomach.
Did she offer you any?
And nope.
my
And you know how,
God.
you know
Of
how a
course not.
sea otter eats clams?
Yeah.
Like they crack them on their tummy. I'm not trying to be a dick.
She's
but
reclining like a sea
I'm
otter?
telling you, she was eating them. She was just eating crackers and
God bless her.
But I'm also like, okay, this is a little much now. And also you're being.
There she is.
Yes. I'm like, this is a
Eating
little
sea
much.
urchins.
And I finally looked over. I was like, looking at her. I was like, I wanted to be like, you're gonna die of diabetes.
See, Brian would
Did
give
you
her
ask
like
for some?
health tips.
I
And she's
did.
gonna be
I
like,
wanted to help
bitch,
her.
you think I give a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm on boarding group C.
She didn't. She
I have
didn't give a fuck.
snacks on my tits.
Listen, if
didn't
you're
give a fuck.
eating food off of your stomach in public, you're past giving a fuck about
She
anything.
did not get. She was.
I
just,
can't believe she didn't offer you any.
She didn't offer me a fucking thing, nor did she say anything to me. But what's interesting about her was that she was very, very heavy,
Content.
and eating stuff. but she also had taken the time to put fake eyelashes on.
Yeah, that's nice.
And taken the time to put some makeup on and have some tattoos. So I'm like, and have different piercings. So I'm like, there's a level of vanity there, and then there's a level of I don't give a fuck. So the vanity stopped right below her chin, right above her chin. Like after that, she's like, I can have 17 neck rolls, and it doesn't matter. There's somebody.
God
who
bless
loves
her, man.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But
She was so comfy though.
But see, I feel like that's rare. Most of the time, it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it's so, and you got to fight for that. You
The
gotta fight for
armrest?
that space.
Nope.
And then his thigh, the armrest is like this.
Yes.
Because fucking,
But
If
how
it's
do
a
you
guy-
sit in a regular seat being as tall as you are?
not even flexing. Usually I don't. Usually I'm in first
class.
Be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Be cool. Everyone be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. On Southwest, I don't know how you.
So listen, my brother's like, hey, it's this much if you want to fly to LAX first class, or it's a 50-minute flight on Southwest.
Yeah, it's
dude.
worth it.
It's
That's what I'm
so
flying home
expensive.
on.
Dude,
First class is
senseless.
so expensive. I can't do it.
East Coast it is. Around here, it's not too bad.
Especially
East Coast
now,
is
dude.
nuts.
It's
Oh my God.
I'm not
Fucking
paying
crazy.
$2,300 for I don't fuck off. I will suffer. There are a lot of people I know who have crazy money, and like my one buddy, he looked at the wine list. Where this, he's got $1 billion. He looked at the wine list and he goes,
You knew too many
he goes,
millionaires?
I know,
I don't believe it.
I do. He goes,
There's only like 10,
he goes,
right? You named 6,
Yeah.
right? So that's kind of weird, right?
It's you're in with
Yeah.
60%
But
of the billionaires.
Let him keep going.
Yeah.
But look,
What's
life
funny?
is great.
What's funny about what you just said is that when I said billionaire, do you know?
You
what
know he's not.
Do you know
Do
what
you
I
know
said?
how hard it is to find a
no,
billionaire?
he has.
100
I know he has
100
about
million.
200 million in the bank. That's a lot, but it's not a billion.
It's 800 million less though than what we.
It's 800
said,
million
right?
less.
Still
which
feels
is all the money.
Still feels like a lot of
Which
money.
is all the money though.
It's a lot of money.
It still feels like a lot of money.
But it's not. It's not.
It's not
all
a
the
billion.
money. It's
Yeah.
not all the money.
But it still feels like
now
a
the
lot.
billionaires, like my boy who owns a restaurant in St. Bart's.
That restaurant must do really well.
Well, he said that you'll get billionaires in there that will spend $70,000 for 16 people on a check. $70,000.
Yeah, but that's like us buying you guys Wendy's.
Right now,
Who gives a fuck?
that's a guy who's got that kind of money. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
it's like
I'm
you
going to
have a-
spend 70 grand and not bat an eye.
No, $1 billion. What do you give a fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
not even that
But
impressive.
people like that will look at sometimes wine and they go, you're charging $1,000 more than this wine retails for, and I'm not going to fucking do it because I pay for value.
Yeah.
Like, you get a lot of that too. Sometimes they're like, no, you're trying to fuck with me. You're trying to fuck me. Even though $1,000 means nothing, you're trying to fuck me.
Yeah, but the
Because
restaurant
I have
owner's
$1
like,
billion.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, dude. What do you want us to do? You're off, Melrose.
Well, I wouldn't be one of
Like,
those
you came
guys.
here.
I'd be like this. I'd be like, you're fucking me. It's fine.
Yeah.
I would say nothing.
Dude, are you kidding?
I'm a billionaire.
I would actually almost feel good that you're fucking me, and it doesn't bother me at all.
So I got married this weekend.
I know. Congratulations,
Thank you.
man.
Napa
Show me your
Valley.
ring.
I go to French
Did you guys have
Did I
sex?
tell the story already on the podcast when I go to French Laundry? Thomas Keller. It's like, so French Laundry is a
Newsom
tasting
there?
menu. Nope. But it's a tasting menu. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. So I go and I literally say to my, I look at the wine list. I'm already paying so much money. It's the most expensive restaurant, but it's the best restaurant. So,
But is it just
you're
you
paying
and your
for the-
wife?
Me and my wife and the couple that married us. Okay, Mark and Kendra.
A couple of them covered on your wedding night.
It's Bubba. It's so expensive, but I'm gonna tell
Did
you
you
what
guys
happened.
split the bill?
But I'm gonna tell you what happened. Hold on.
Can you give me an
Before I get
example
mad,
when you
before I
say
get
so
mad.
expensive? Like,
So it's $500 a plate just for the food.
okay.
It's between $300 and $500 a plate.
Newsom
for
and
the food.
Pelosi eat there like every night.
Yeah.
And during the pandemic,
Yeah.
like no man.
Now it's the best food. It's now Thomas Keller, who's a genius,
Yeah.
who came out to the table. One of my highlights because I love food so much. He's got a farm across the street. It's not. It's that. No, I mean as in, hey, go get me some eggs. Go walk across the street. Can you get me some fresh kale? Go pick it across the street. They got everything right there. That guy, genius, amazing man.
Okay.
Okay, one of my
calm
heroes.
down.
I know. I won't.
Okay, keep going.
Shaving the white truffles, the whole fucking thing.
Oh, you went truffle daddy?
Bubba,
It's wedding night.
Bubba, he pulled out an apple-sized truffle. He goes, "You guys are getting married. I want to do something special."
You know I'm a little truffle pig now.
You are?
White
love
truffles, Bubba.
truffle.
White truffles.
I like the
in
black.
season 2
I don't
months of the year.
discriminate.
In season 2 months a year, you get them in Croatia, maybe Spain and France. Certain areas,
Tell me
maybe.
how you find them, B.
And you use pigs or dogs.
Truffle
They're
pig.
6 feet under the ground.
fucking.
Truffles are 6 feet under the ground. And by the way, you have armed guards protecting your acreage of white truffle
They're
land
diamond-
that's
they're
been
diamond
passed down
truffles.
through generations.
They're diamond truffles.
Yeah. And you're going to get an armed conflict because the mafia comes in and tries to take your truffles.
Can I ask a question as not a truffle connoisseur?
Blood truffles.
Yeah. Blood truffles.
Isn't it just a mushroom?
Somebody's never had white truffles.
Hey, bring up white truffles, Chin. Bring up white truffles. I
isn't
just
it
had
a
some at
mushroom?
Via Veneto last
Josh
night.
just gave us this whole speech. I was doing betting in his car and go, fuck.
Listen,
Yeah,
I've never had white truffles.
Now that's
gonna be
those guys had truffles.
Before we
much-
get into this, is this
Yeah.
going to be more interesting than the archery conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Because they're truffles, right?
Yeah.
I'll entertain it.
Well, the best part,
But they're so good.
the best
I'm
part
with
is
you, they're so nice.
Now you can't eat that food without good wine.
But it's just like a mushroom.
Yeah, it's
It's
$4,000
$4,000 per
a
pound.
pound. But that's
What?
more than yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
Them truffles, hate to go back to it, make you fart.
Okay, but
Is that what they're eating in Albuquerque?
Them black truffles will rile your boy's asshole up like you wouldn't
black
believe.
truffles. Now,
Just the black, not the white.
Now the white truffles.
Why are they so expensive?
so rare.
Truffle blanc. Because you can't find them. Because they live 6 feet under the ground. Because you need dogs to get them. Because they're grown in 3 parts of the world.
Yeah.
They're the craziest delicacy of all time. Now you got to get wine. And I'm looking at the wine. And the wine is so expensive that I'm like, I can't spend this for food and then wine. I'm not a billionaire. I don't have this kind of money.
Right.
So I called the sommelier over, the expert. And you know what I said to him? I just went like this. I go, they're not used to hearing this. I go, bro, listen to me.
I'm not Newsom.
I said, all these wine, all this wine, all these prices, they're taking all the energy out of my body.
Yeah.
I don't have any energy, and I'm getting married. I have no energy, and I'm getting married, and I went like that. I raised my hand, and you know what he
You're
did?
ruining my
You
wedding.
know what he did? He goes like this. He goes, "What kind of wine you like?" I go, "I like old world wine." He goes, oh, "Okay." I go, "With some age on it." He goes, "I got you. I got you." He goes, "Close that up. Don't look at that. I got you." And that's all he did, and he just disappears. So now they're bringing out crazy wines that are pairing with it, and they're showing me the bottle. I'm like, well, that I know how much that
It
costs.
matches with the truffles.
And Keller comes out and goes, let me try this. He comes out in a chest. It's a chest. It's a treasure chest with 6 people.
We keep the
You're
truffles.
getting married. Let me help you out. Pulls it open. Pulls out the fucking truffle. Goes, it's an apple-sized one. I've never seen one that big. I went, ooh.
And he goes,
my girl goes. She goes, you have to calm down. You actually have to calm down.
Does it taste like a mushroom?
You're not ready. Okay, Josh, it's,
questions, he's not
it's
ready.
white truffle
He's not
season
ready.
now. I feel like taking you to Via Veneto tonight. Don't tempt me.
It's white truffle season?
Yeah.
But you gotta shave the truffle.
Now-
Wait, but what did you put the
That
truffle
sounds
on?
dirty, by the way.
You're not just gonna.
Risotto. You can put it on scallops. You can put it on anything.
Oh, my mouth is
Bubba, I gotta take. If you have Veneto right now, they have a scallop dish with a cheese fondue. Get the fuck out of here.
So
Now, hold on.
At your wedding, truffle and wine. My wedding, bread
Bubba.
pudding and tequila.
But so now, Bubba, we're talking. I'm
More of that vibe.
I'm already an asshole, and I'm
Yep.
waiting for my business manager to call me and be like, "Hey, fuckface, you're not a land baron, and you're spending too much money." Because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I don't. So he goes, I used to have money. I don't have money anymore, and I don't have the money to go to fucking French Laundry. I'm just being honest. So I'm like calculating how much this is going to, but I can't understand why they're bringing him. This guy, I'm like, this guy likes me. This guy fucking likes me. He digs me. So now the bill's going to come, and I'm ready. I mean,
You're paying for all 4.
oh yeah. Now I'm expecting a bill for I don't know. $3
what are you
grand,
expecting? $3,000?
3,500. I don't know.
That hurt your feelings.
And I open the bill up, and there I see a card.
$7,000.
I see a card. All it says is congratulations. We love you. Love, Joey and Kareen. And I go,
Who's Joey and Curry?
Yeah, that's my next question.
my friend Joe heard me. I mentioned I was going to French Laundry in passing.
The guy in New York?
He lives in London. A week ago.
that's right.
A week before. This motherfucker called French Laundry and goes, get them whatever they want. And make sure you wine them up.
Hey, waiter, tell us that before we order.
Yeah,
No
no
one told me that.
shit.
And they were all laughing. The waiter came out and he goes, yeah, when you told me that the wine was taken away, he goes, we had everything planned out. I go, you motherfuckers knew? They go, yeah, of course we knew.
Dude, put the bottle down.
Dude,
Bring that stupid pig over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
bring it all over. That's why, and Thomas Keller gave us a tour of the kitchen. Like for me, food, like that kind of food to me is like, if I had the money, I'd eat there every day. It's like, it's art. It's fucking art.
Yeah.
What was your main course there, though?
Well, Bubba, you have small dishes that'll knock
that
your
annoys
dick.
me.
Like tapas?
No, but I'll be so hungry.
It's an explode. No, you eat. Oh no. But by the
keep
time
it
they come out and
rolling?
they go, "You want more food?" We're like, "Oh, it's like it's so much food, but it is
I'm gonna
a
have to.
tasting menu. You don't order. You just go, I want the tasting menu. Do you want the new one? Or you want the traditional tasting menu?
Traditional.
Yeah. Do you want just vegetables? Do you
Well,
want
no.
just vegetables?
No.
You
No.
think no. And then you try it.
No.
And you go,
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
The answer's no.
No, you want
You
meat.
ate just vegetables?
No, you want white quail, Baba. You want a certain kind of lamb.
Well, I know.
You
That's-
want
but you said all
you want
vegetables.
yellowtail that's made
Yes.
just you want.
Yes.
I ate all.
What'd
of
you
it.
have? All of that?
All that. I didn't know there was something called a white quail, but there is. But it's the way it's prepared and where it's put in a dish. I don't know, caviar and scallops with a cheese thing. You're like, what the
And
fuck?
most
is
of the
going
quail
on?
you eat is black quail, also known as a pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Right? Am I
don't
right?
know that I've had
Am
a
I
lot
right?
of quail.
I had wood pigeon in France.
What the
at a
fuck
restaurant.
is wood pigeon?
I don't know, but it's a pigeon that lives in the wild.
don't eat pigeon.
I ate its fucking
I'm
head.
with you.
I ate its
Pigeons are
head.
the rats of the
You
sky.
ate its head?
They give you the head. I ate the head. You
Life is too
take
good to
the
eat a
beak,
pigeon's head, dude.
And they cover your face. They cover you with a napkin. They block the other diners with a napkin. And then
So you
take-
eat the head?
Take the head and you go home.
Very,
So when
very
somebody
Dahmer
is
of you.
doing this, they're eating a fucking
Yes, sir.
pigeon head?
Yes, the waiter comes over and holds it out like that.
So the other guests can't see devour his head?
And then the guy, so my girl was like,
That's amazing.
I'm not eating a pigeon head, but I'll eat everything. I'll eat everything.
What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Probably a
pigeon
pigeon
head?
head.
I ate a live cockroach.
I could never do that.
I don't know what's worse, the pigeon head or the cockroach.
Cockroach.
Live is tough.
I think the pigeon
I
head is
respect the
grosser.
cockroach more.
I did it on live TV it will come up eating cockroaches. It was me and Michelle Beadle. Well, that's not it. That's me getting a leech on my asshole.
Oh no.
Yeah. Have you ever done the leeches thing, Brian?
I've had leeches all over my body because I was in
I would do
Indonesia and I was in the rainforest and you'd have to pull the leashes off your. They would not
There it
only
is.
be on your legs, they'd find their way on your neck.
They get everywhere, right?
My sister was so
On your
freaked
taint,
out. Yeah,
everywhere.
but I didn't give a fuck. I just let them eat me.
and this is us eating, me and Michelle Beadle eating.
Is that a Madagascar cockroach or something?
Yes.
Is it a hissing one? Now, did the guy in the middle eat most of the roaches?
The guy in the middle was
Right?
he was the roach farmer. The people on the
That's the
end.
guy who sits next to me on Southwest.
People on the end. I was doing a Naked and Afraid after show. So my deal was I was going to eat whatever they had to eat on the show.
So that's a Madagascar hissing cockroach.
And we cheers it.
I watched the episode that guy.
And they don't bite you?
The guys,
What's it taste like?
it tastes.
I can't believe Michelle Beadle was to do it. She's not
Yeah.
even paid for this.
No, she wasn't getting paid.
Yeah,
she was
that's
just a
what
guest.
I'm saying. Michelle Beadle, she's on radio. She's on podcast.
She's
She
doing
was great.
podcast now. She's the best.
She was
Beadle's the
great. She
best.
left E ESPN,
yeah,
which
yeah.
she was like one of the best personalities.
And she's doing her own thing now. She's so fucking
She's
good at
so
her job.
good.
But I called her. I go, hey, you want to come eat some live bugs with me? So before the show, the guy, this was my option because it was a Naked and Afraid, and when we were pitching like ideas on how to make the show interesting, I was like, they eat weird things on every show, so I'll eat when they come on the after show. I'll eat some of what they eat just to kind of And so on this show beforehand, that dude you saw, the big guy in the middle, he was like, here's your 3 options that you can eat: cockroach. And he said the cockroach is the cleanest thing you're going to eat because it's organically raised, farmed and raised. And I go, yeah, but they shit and piss all over each other, right? He's like, that's the one better. Maggots, which was a hard pass for me.
one small maggot.
A handful of maggots.
No.
Now, I've eaten maggots roasted and they taste like popcorn.
Really?
Tastes like popcorn. And the third one was this giant caterpillar, like a light blue. And I go, I think I might eat that. And he goes, the only
Juicy.
problem
I know
with
what
eating
that is. I know what that
juicy.
is.
The juice.
I know exactly what that is.
He said, if you eat
You're
it, it's
swallowing the
going to
gravy.
shoot.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
going to shoot into the back of your
Swallow
throat.
that.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my son had a bearded dragon, and you'd feed them those fucking
That's-
caterpillars.
yep.
Those motherfuckers are disgusting, but
They're juicy.
fucking things,
Oh,
they just
love
eat
that.
it. Their tongue.
I wasn't going to eat that. But the cockroach, basically, it was kind of gross. But what was really gross is you remember that gum Freshen Up that kind of exploded in your mouth?
Yeah.
That was the part. When it kind of popped, it was real gross, but it didn't taste like anything, man. It tasted like...
I'll still watch old episodes of Fear Factor. I'm like, oh, I'd crush all the athletic events. But when
Yeah.
they do the eating thing, I would lose in a fucking
I know.
heartbeat.
Yeah, that
Well,
shit
eating-
doesn't bother
Like
me.
even when
Worms.
Liver King came on here, that liver, I was trying to be cool kids here. I was literally throwing up.
Well,
in
you had
my
to eat a
mouth.
testicle. It's disgusting.
The
Wait.
testicle didn't bother me. It was the liver that
Did
made
you
me
eat the
feel sick.
testicle?
I had a slither of it.
Tastes like scallop.
And it's
No scalp I've
what's
ever
what's the idea with raw? I'm sorry for being
You really wanna
ignorant.
know?
Yeah, why the raw?
So
part?
the idea behind raw is that the enzymes and everything are untouched. So it's
You're not burning
food,
all
it's
that
raw
in the
food.
heat, yeah.
So you can digest it better. But so like apparently with raw milk, which I used to always drink because I thought it was, within there's pasteurized milk, your body kind of pasteurizes it anyway. It breaks it down through heat and metabolizes it in a way where it breaks it down into all its different components anyway. So I don't know. I've had food scientists, guys like Lane Norton, who are like, oh, so my buddy Andy Galpin, who's a scientist at Caltech, bring up Andy Galpin. He's like, his specialty is nutrition, working with the best athletes, but does primary research. And he goes, I said, well, liver is a superfood. And he goes, who told you that? I go, no, because of the nutrients. He goes, what nutrients? What nutrients are you going to? And I was like, no, and I start to go through I'm trying to go through the nutrients. And he's such a smart guy, and he's such a good guy.
He looks smart.
But he fucking, it was so funny. That's not what he looks like. That's a weird picture. But it was so fucking funny because he goes, yeah, that is nutritious, but so is a lot of other food.
Yeah,
Like it's the same as like a prime ribeye or filet.
Maybe
nutrients
not.
and vitamins.
They push back on the idea of superfoods, right? A lot of
Yes,
scientists-
like it's true that fucking oysters are really, really good for you.
And
It's true that
sardines.
liver is really good for you. It's true, but a lot of foods are really good for you,
Yeah.
and you find those nutrients in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you never ate liver, but you ate muscle meat, okay, and then you ate a regular diet,
You're
you'd be
fine.
just as
With a multivitamin, you're
healthy.
fine.
You're just as healthy. And even when you go through these things where they really want to see what you're deficient in and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the first thing they tell you when they do that crazy blood work panel, stop taking all supplements. We want to see where you are.
I just did one.
Without it.
We want to see where you are, and then a lot of times they won't have you take certain things. It's like you're fine with that.
Yeah.
You might need this, and sometimes if you take, for example, too much iron, it can throw your body
That
off
can fuck
completely.
you up if you overdo it.
Yeah.
Taking a little break, fellas. I'm gonna pretend they're here. You won't believe this. They're still taking poops. So listen, today's episode of Fine Kids is brought to you by Athletic Greens. We talking AG1 by Athletic Greens. The category-leading superfood product brings comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition for everybody. Keeping up with the research, knowing what to do, taking a bunch of pills and capsules, it's so 90s. You don't have to worry about that because with one tasty scoop of AG1, you get 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients, including multivitamin, multi-mineral, probiotic, green food, super blend. We got you covered, man. I use it every single morning. I start my day with AG1. Join the movement of athletes, podcasters, comics, dads, moms, rookies, first-timers, everyone taking this AG1, all right? To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you an immune-supporting free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase if you visit athleticgreens.com/fighter right now. Again, simply visit athleticgreens.com/fighter to take control of your health and give AG1 a try. athleticgreens.com/fighter. Last read, Fire Kid Army, I swear, we got to keep the house lights on. This episode of Fire Kid with Josh Wolf is also brought to you by Onnit. Not just any product at Onnit, we're talking Alpha Brain today. The ultra nootropic, the best nootropic, the world-renowned nootropic supplement with over 1 million bottles sold, all right? Alpha Brain promotes cognitive functions, including memory, mental speed, and focus. Can help you remember names, zero on a complex task, and think more clearly under stress. Our boy Joe Rogan says it helps him form better sentences when he's talking. That's right. Be more like Rogan. Alpha Brain also caffeine free. If you're worried about jitters, all that, don't worry about it. It's caffeine free. Matter of fact, Onnit's so confident in Alpha Brain, you can get your money back if you don't dig it. Just give them 2 weeks. If at that point you feel like Alpha Brain isn't a fit for you, just tell them why, and they will refund your money on the spot. No return necessary. Keep it. We don't need it. All right. You can save 10% off your entire order on it, not just on Alpha Brain, but the entire freaking website by going to onnit.com/FATK. That's onnit.com/FATK. Save 10% off Alpha Brain and a bunch of other cool stuff at onnit.com. Or if you just want Alpha Brain, swing by your local Walmart, pick some up today, but you're not going to save 10%. So use this code onnit.com/FATK. Get you some Alpha Brain. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I just did one of those for the first time and was blown away. And what the guy said, he was like, look, man, think of your body has a lot of different tanks.
Yeah.
And you're going to fill that tank up. That means you don't need to take that supplement anymore. He said, what most people do is they take one, they just go, oh, this is good for me.
Stay on it.
I stay on it. And it's it's not doing.
Yeah.
You're already filled up.
So the one thing they all think you should always take is creatine. Creatine.
Really?
You get it from meat though.
Yeah, but taking supplementing creatine is really good for your brain.
I haven't heard
And
that.
yeah, so the one thing that everybody I've talked to really studies this. I'm talking about the scientists, not the bro science. Every one of them says creatine is the most researched supplement.
You take it?
I do now because he told me. For your brain, it's the best
creatine
thing.
and fish oil. That's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
I take the fish oil. Do you take creatine?
I used
You
to.
should,
not
Bob,
now,
because they
though.
say it's really good for your brain.
Yeah,
They-
but if
they-
I eat enough red meat, it's in the red meat.
Yeah.
That's
Eat
all
enough-
you eat is red
yeah.
meat.
Yes.
I got to tell you, I don't know how you shit. Like if I just only ate meat,
Can't do it.
I don't know if I would ever shit.
No, you do. That's why Rogan was like, "Get ready, man. The explosive diarrhea. It just never came."
Yeah.
And I
I never want to have someone say that to me. Get ready, man.
Sometimes I enjoy it.
I also like other foods, and I
I
feel
like a
better
little
when I eat.
diarrhea.
I feel the best when I eat fish and I eat vegetables.
You know, I've done a lot of it. Right now, I'm strict keto, just to kind of see. I'd never done it before, but I did that 90 days of just beans, greens, nuts, and seeds, where I went strict vegan,
How'd you feel?
hungry.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
I didn't like it.
I need
Lethargic, I
some
bet.
meat.
Not lethargic, hungry, alert. My skin never looked better.
Put a Hillary Clinton bumper sticker on your car.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even like her. Why am I putting this on?
I bought 2 pantsuits. But I feel better now on the keto than I ever have.
I love keto.
I had fucking elk burger today and blueberries. Oh, blueberries
Elk's
are
nice.
So the other thing is blueberries are fucking amazing for you. That they're as close to a
Yeah.
they're a kind of a nootropic. They're really good for your
superfood,
brain.
yeah.
But the one thing that a lot of people find, a lot of these guys who specialize in getting people's health on track in terms of looking at all the markers, is some of their biggest clients are people who took testosterone without the supervision of a doctor.
Oh,
And what
did you
happens
like
is
to bring it
yeah.
back?
So what happens is your dick stops
Post-cycle.
working after about
Because they did
6,
no
7 months.
post-cycle therapy.
I don't
Then you're
understand.
fucked.
What are we talking about?
Because your endocrine system is really
Clomid.
delicate.
There's certain things you can take to activate your testes, so your body's like, all right, you're putting in fake testosterone, so they shut down.
Yeah.
But if you take Clomid, it's going to bring back a lot of that
There's
stuff.
a science, like
It's a real
fucking
science.
with your endocrine system is
Big
that's,
time
that's why
science.
endocrinologists are real. I mean, it's a really complicated thing because a lot of times they'll look at your body and go, let's talk about why, for example, your cholesterol is high. Why is your testosterone low? What is it? You might be doing shit that is ensuring that to happen. So they try to get you in, they look at all your markers and then get you in the balance where you should be. And then if you're low, they raise your
It's going to
testosterone.
take you a year, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll take a while,
Or you
but,
could just
but
take
it'll last.
TRT and tell them to
No,
shut the
no.
fuck up.
Just taking TRT can lead to complications if you're not studying your endocrine system.
Are
Right?
you not? Are you not taking TRT?
No,
We want them to.
Why wouldn't you?
You think you're
I just
better
have
than
so much energy. I just
me
don't.
too.
I
That's
look,
true.
not to be a dick, but I can fuck every night.
Your test levels are really high.
I mean,
I feel good too, man. Like I'm not against it, but dude, I feel good. I'm. You know, it's funny when you came and did that episode of the show. I thought I was in better shape than I was. I was
You're tired.
gas.
And I thought they brought me into, play
Doing
for
what?
keeps.
Oh, dude. So the show that I shot with Jacob, my son, the one I sent you an episode, but
Yeah,
we
I
did a
love-
boxing episode also.
Oh, nice. Oh,
And
no,
he
if you
came
haven't
and-
boxed.
He came and was one of the judges.
It was me and Freddie Prinze.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're not breathing,
Dude, I was fucking gassed.
And they were 1 minute rounds,
1 minute
2
rounds.
minute rest.
1 minute round.
did you forget to breathe?
1 minute
though?
round, 2 minute rest.
Yeah, if you haven't done it, and you don't know how to relax.
1 minute, but
He saw me. Remember the first time I boxed?
Yeah.
Right, Tony said I couldn't breathe. I had to stop.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't.
You
I
laid on
stopped
the ground.
breathing, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Shit, I feel like a fuck." He goes, "Dude, you weren't breathing, and that kid was really trying to hit you." So I
Yeah.
was like,
the headset.
Holy shit.
You know what's funny is that so I'm boxing with Jacob, my son, and so we're doing like 70%. B's
Nobody filled me
coaching
in on
Jacob rip through the body. He's an old man.
Jab.
Rip.
I kept going rip through the body, take him out. And then I kept yelling. I'm like, this fucking kid's not listening. And he came back for a time. He goes, hey, dude, that's my dad. And I went, okay.
I could
He goes,
hear him.
I'm not going to hurt my fucking dad. They have the camera. I go, then why would you call me? Why did you call me?
We're in
So
the
you were his
ring,
coach?
dude. Yeah, we're in the ring, and I can hear him like fucking Mick and Rocky. Rip through the body, Rip through the body.
Jab.
What
Then I
is
wanted to hit
going
him in the liver.
on? He kept saying,
Yeah.
hit the liver.
And finally, Jacob's like, "Hey, calm the fuck down, dude." I was like, "All right."
I'm not gonna hit my dad.
Yeah, he's like, "It's my dad."
Boxing, if somebody's actually hitting you back and you haven't done it,
Dude,
you're gonna gas.
I gassed out quick.
I don't care if you're a triathlete. I don't
It
care.
was hot in there too. That's the other thing.
Because we had to turn the air off for the filming.
Are you taking a TRT?
Not yet.
No.
I am not anti.
No, I'm not at all.
I'm not anti, but right
Not
now,
at all.
like,
actually, I want to see where I'm at. I'm dying to see now where my levels are in every way.
Are you checking your
All
levels?
that shit.
Yeah.
Doing it all. I want to see.
I bet it's pretty high, just naturally.
Well, yeah, but if it's not, I can't.
Do you take a lot of naps on the road?
No, but I do.
you?
Have,
I've
I
seen
have
you
the.
take naps.
So I have my Whoop, and I get very good sleep.
what's a whoop?
This thing. It's
a band that tells you if you should
How
work out or
accurate is
not.
it? Is it really accurate?
I don't know. I assume so.
Well, my
good.
sleep is
Patrick
like
Mahomes.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sleep is good. I guess.
That doesn't mean if I test levels.
No, but I mean, I think so here's what I would say. If I get 7.5 hours of sleep, I don't need a nap, and I'm energized all day. And then I crash at about 12.
I took like 2.5 grams of mushrooms last night.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
I enjoy it. But
He's a veteran, though. He does
it
all the time.
keeps me it keeps me energized for the next day.
Now, when you take 2.5 grams of mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
what time do you start that? This is fascinating. I love psychedelics, but when you take 2.5 grams of mushrooms, what are you capable of doing? Can you do?
I
You
wanna
can't
tell
do
you.
anything
Oh, I did a 2-hour podcast last night.
on mushrooms.
Yep.
On
By
mushrooms.
yourself?
Bubba,
There's two mics. You're going back and forth.
Bubba. Let's you and I do 2 grams of mushrooms, just
I
2
wouldn't do a
grams,
podcast on it.
and let's try to do one.
Oh, no.
I would love to do that with you.
You guys should.
I would
The
do
older
it.
guys should do that.
The older guys.
Dude,
That's what we'll call that
I'll do
podcast.
it.
The older guys.
Josh and Bryan do
New
mushrooms.
show. The older
I
guys.
would love to do that with you, dude.
100%.
You know how it ends, right?
What's that?
He's going to fuck each other. You're like, dude, these mushrooms make you feel like, oh, fucking
Bubba,
weird.
why are you all weird about mushrooms? I want you to do some.
No, I just don't want to do it.
I want you to do
You know
some.
why I would
do
never
one?
do it and do a show.
I want you to do mushrooms. You
I know,
bitch.
you're trying to peer pressure.
Why don't you do 2 grams? I have some.
I don't want to.
Why
You
not?
have them on you?
I have some delicious mushroom caramel candies in my bag.
You do? Well, I love candy.
Yo, dude.
No, I would never.
Hold on.
Hold on. Josh, do you remember last time we were at the Comedy Store and you took too many mushrooms and shit your pants?
Oh, well, that dude, that happens.
So I get off stage and he goes, I'm watching, I forget who's on stage, and he comes over and goes, dude. I'm like, what's up? He's all, I'm so fucked up. I go, on what? He goes, I took way too many mushrooms, man. And I was like, he's like, I don't know what the fuck. I go on next. I don't know what the fuck to do. I went, Josh, calm down. Good thing you've been doing this for 30 years.
I
Shit
did
his pants.
stand up on a tail end of my acid trip.
Yeah.
I crushed 40 minutes.
Dude.
I crushed.
It was so
As
much
far
fun.
as you know.
Now, let me say,
as far as I know.
I didn't actually shit my pants, but
Turtlehead.
so I told Sammy Tripoli, I'm like, hey, dude, I got to go to the bathroom real bad because mushroom poops are immediate and explosive. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't bring this on stage, this kind of energy. Let me go poop. He goes, you got 5 minutes. So I go in, I poop in that back room in the main room. You know,
It's frowned upon.
it's frowned upon, but there was no.
Yeah, that's-
it had to happen.
Frowned upon.
And so I pull my pants up. I go back out.
Not a clean toilet either.
Okay. So
There's like girls out front.
a day later, I fly from LA to Orlando. I am getting ready for a show that Thursday night. I decide, I'm like, you know what? I really like those pants that I wore. I take them out. There is
Chocolate.
shit. Listen, not on the inside, on the outside of my
leaked?
pants. Above my asshole.
Oh no.
Oh, it came over the top.
Right above my asshole, on the outside,
Call it-
below the. So here's what happened.
Lava shit.
Here's what's crazy.
It's so terrible.
Here's what's crazy. Not only did I do 2 shows, one at the Comedy Store, one at the Laugh
You had
Factory.
shit on your pants.
Not only was I around all of you, not only was I in 4 Ubers, nobody wanted to
smell
say,
it.
hey, dude, you got some shit on your
We're
pants.
all in our own world, man.
Not
I also
one
don't, I
person.
also don't. I'm not looking for shit on
You
the
smelling
outside
it?
of someone's pants.
You might smell it.
Didn't smell.
Yeah,
it.
shit. I mean,
It was terrible, dude. But the fact that I pulled it out and my wife was there and I held it up, she was like, what is that? I'm like, I think that's poop. She was like, what? Why do you have poop on the outside of your pants? I'm like,
Because I do mushrooms.
And there's nothing sexy about poop, man. It's
no,
sexy.
dude.
like I wear whitey tight. Literally, I don't wear whitey tights. I wear
whities.
tighty whiteys.
Yeah.
But they're not white. I always have dark colors for
Yeah.
I don't want pee stains and streaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
My girl is like, oh, you need new underwear. She bought the white ones. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm trying to be cool, keep it sexy.
Yeah.
You don't want me wearing the white one.
No.
Because why? I go, A, I look like I'm on the spectrum when I wear these. B, it's a disaster. I'm trying to keep it sexy.
Don't you clean your
I was
shitter?
like, yeah, I do, but
After you poop?
But still, it's it should happen.
You got a
literally
leaky,
shit.
you got a
happens.
leaky, you got a leaky shit.
It just happens.
Yeah.
I told her don't. I do.
Doesn't-
But it's all I had. I wore the white ones for one day. She did the laundry. She's like, oh, I hear her go, oh my god. I'm like, I fucking told you. There's a reason why I wear camo colored undies, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, also,
So I was like, get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Throw them away.
I told you, you're playing with fire.
Throw them away. Or buy
Now she won't touch me.
or buy 350 pair and I'll wear them and throw them away after
Every
one
day.
use.
If you want to do that, yeah.
or
Apparently Eddie Murphy does that. He has
Eddie Griffin used to do that with his sneakers.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
He uses
Only
soap.
white
He uses
Air Force
soap
Ones.
once, throws it away. He's a germaphobe.
He would also do only Air Force Ones. It was in his rider.
Yeah.
He'd have a brand new clean pair of Air Force.
That's called being a dick.
Have you ever just considered finding out why your asshole leaks?
probably just 'cause I'm lazy.
I'll take a look.
I don't think I need to go to a doctor.
I'll take a look at it.
But
fine.
I mean, is it leaking like a steady drip, or is it just like?
No, it's just
because
lazy.
because he wipes.
I'm not-
He's a lazy wiper, and he doesn't.
You know what I need? I need a bidet.
Yeah.
One of those new ones that spray up. Problem with that is once you're down there, I chill. If there's a nice bidet, some of the hotels have them.
Yeah.
I'm there for hours.
But why not just grab some wipes
then you
by
have
the side of
hemorrhoids.
that?
Toilet paper is primitive and
But the wipes are
disgusting.
great.
Yeah. I need water on my shitter, and I keep it
Really?
pristine.
Oh,
You
dude,
can
I've
eat off my
been at
shitter.
nice restaurants or hotels. Brian,
eat off my
I'll
shitter.
walk in. He's in the restaurant on top of the sink going like this
That's-
with the water.
It's not true.
You know it's
Well,
true.
I've stuck my ass in a sink before. Yes.
Doing
I
this
wash my ass.
with the
But
water,
Not that way.
and I'm like, "What? No, your ass is to me," which is worse because then your big
yes.
balls
Yes,
are just
yes, yes.
hanging
Yeah,
down.
I'm sticking-
and
I'm
he's
doing
going like
this,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Do you
He's
have
going
gorilla
what?
balls?
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah, I have huge balls. That's probably why my testosterone.
They're so plump, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Big old angry balls and a dick. My dick hangs low
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Lower than your. Let me ask you
Yeah.
something.
No, way. Your dick's not lower than your balls.
My dick is pretty
No, his balls are like those big white truffles they brought.
But my girl the other day goes, "Look at your situation." I'm like, I know. I got a big old lazy dick and balls.
Did you look
It's
at it and
a
go,
lazy
looks like
dick?
you have your work cut out for
The
you
heavy old.
for the rest of your life.
Is it top
You'll be
heavy?
working.
I got a dick.
Brian has a dick on him.
He knows. I got
Yeah,
a dick.
big balls. His
Why do you
balls.
say it so
Dude, if I was
confidently
gay,
he
I
knows?
would suck them balls, man.
I got,
Tell you
I
that
got
right
balls
now.
that don't. I got no nonsense balls.
I told Brian when he was.
Let me ask you a question.
I told Brian he should start an OnlyFans and just fucking
Nut shots.
nut shots, dick.
Two questions for you. One,
spitballing it is.
how far in the future are you gonna have to hold your hands and your balls in your hands so you don't poop on them? How far in the future is that?
No, we're good there.
Okay, it's not hanging that low.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
No, it's not like an old low. It's just like these big grandfather.
Like a heavy.
Nut. It's like a baboon thing. It's so strange.
Because I remember my grandfather saying to me
Again, if I was gay, they'd be delicious.
when
Heavy.
It's weird how it is.
Yeah. They
It just looks full. It almost looks painful.
Yeah.
You know?
would Liver King enjoy, like, is that the size of nut we're talking about?
Well, no, he had a bull testicle, and I thought it was a bull heart. I don't know.
That's a bull
It was it was fucking like this.
yeah.
Dude.
Where do you
It's the size of an ostrich egg.
where do you buy, where does he go and buy bull
He,
nut?
he
has a farm.
Like a
He
cooler?
said he had a chef, but then this chef has the easiest job in the world because you don't have to cook, right?
Just cuts.
He just
Is
cuts it
he is he as short as I think he is?
yes.
5'7".
I was more because online he looks fucking jacked. And don't get me wrong, he's in really good shape and big, but
Yeah.
he's not like a massive human
He's
being.
about
at all.
5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah, but in really good shape.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look at him. He's
Smells like a tent, but right?
He's got a gamey scent.
Yeah, gaming, but it's not like
No.
horrible.
I have to tell you,
Such a-
Mark
he's a
enjoyed it.
fucking
He's
fun
such a
guy.
good person.
but if I looked at him and you were like, "Do you think he smells good?" I'd be like, "No, I don't. I think that beard smells terrible."
He smells wild.
Yeah,
yeah,
like one of the Lost Boys.
There's a scent of the wild.
Yeah,
Not a bad-
absolutely.
Not when he's sitting there, but when
Well-
if he hugs you, you can be like, all right, there's a
There's a
wild
musk.
scent. It's the kind of scent a woman who's into primitive men.
yeah. I was rock hard the entire night.
the whole time.
Whole time.
No, he was a charming dude.
So you're really down there, like naturally good
Yeah,
person.
just a good guy.
Dude,
silly.
I love watching the
goose.
silly.
He's a silly goose.
He doesn't
He's
take himself
aware it's
serious.
a character.
Yeah.
He's aware, like it's like everybody else is putting all this stuff on the guy, and the guy's like, "Hey, listen, fuckface, I'm making
He's aware of it,
$100
too.
million a year, and I have a supplement company, and I fly privately, and I have
His
a great
kids are
family,
great, and his wife's
and I
great.
eat raw, and I'm just promoting health. So
Yeah.
you may disagree, but whatever. And he's not an extremist. He's like, I eat liver, I also eat honey and fruit, and also if I'm out to a good meal, I'll have whiskey.
Yeah, he was like when in Rome, he had whiskey. He drank Tiger.
If you took him to dinner, he'd be like, we got pasta? Let's do it. If he's not,
He's not that dude. But it's part of the persona. Like
Yes.
you're pushing. Yeah. I get it. Like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, he's promoting a healthy lifestyle though, so people that hate on him.
He just said it.
Yeah.
Professional wrestler.
That's right. He's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he eats raw bull nuts.
He's also funny. He's also like, I had my Invisalign. He goes, Invisalign, subprimal.
I enjoyed him.
He was hilarious.
You gotta love him.
All right.
All right, Jim, what do you got?
Alrighty, let's see which one's good here.
Chin, you had truffles?
We gotta. Okay, so here's some breaking news that I was getting texts, from the group and stuff like this. Look up Alex Jones. The settlement came in. Oh,
Didn't he own like $1 billion or something?
$1 billion. Yeah.
I got a voice note from
Wait,
a
what?
buddy that we all know, and yeah, he owns like $1 billion.
Yeah,
Holy-
but here's,
And can I read you what Chris said to the group chat? What Chris D'Elia said? He goes, Brendan will be like, he has that in his wallet. You know how much money he makes? He made $14 billion last week. Is that accurate or not? Were you going to say that, Brendan?
the
or
one
not?
thing
I had
about
dinner with Alex Jones. I was telling him, I'm like, dude, you're fucked. You're on the hook for $60 million. And he was like, well.
Wait, can we get the Alex Jones impression? Because when you do your Alex Jones, I'm
I'm
dying.
trying to think. He was like, Brendan, look. He's like, Brendan, look. He's like, here's the thing, Brendan. He's like, here's the thing, Brendan. He's like, yes, it says $60 million. He's like, the most you can pay in the state of Texas is $5 million. I made $20 million off supplement. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
he still won.
What's his- He
So in
refers to himself as
Connecticut-
I'm a what doing
But
what.
in Connecticut,
No.
when they do
Come
that,
on,
when you owe $1 billion, the truth is
There's a cap.
You only have to pay 10 million of that.
Well, hold on. That's only in the state of Texas.
Yeah, but Connecticut too has a. So find out what the limit is.
So they're going to say $1 billion in the headlines, like, oh, he owes $1 billion.
But why
But there's
do
a
that?
cap on how much you have to pay out to these families.
But so is that just for show then to say the billion? Is it like why not just say what he's actually gonna have?
yeah,
to
I don't
pay?
know. That's a good question.
So the reason they do that.
Now, this is also
because
according to Alex Jones. So I didn't even know that.
How would you do this?
punitive damages. What is the cap for punitive damages? And you'll see in the same thing. In
There you go.
Connecticut. So the truth is, he's probably out $20 million or $10 million. A lot of money, by the way.
Yeah,
A lot of money.
but it's not $1 billion.
It says Texas law could keep him. So go back, Chin, because they get to him. Go back.
Go back?
Yeah, go back. And right where it says, so this 1995 Texas law could shield Alex Jones from paying the vast majority of the $50 million defamation case. You see it?
Yeah.
Yep. Click on that. And Texas jury has awarded nearly $50 million judgment in defamation trial against extremist talk show host Alex Jones. All right. Yep. The question, 27. All right. So he could be forced to pay less than $5 million total
Holy
damages.
shit.
Legal
That's off of
experts
50 million.
say.
yes.
That's from the 50 million judgment, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now go to Connecticut.
And if you go to
There's a similar
Connecticut.
thing. I don't think he has to pay.
And so
Which
different
makes
states.
sense.
State is different. How much there's a cap on how much you have to pay.
It just seems crazy to me that you would say the billion if it's just for show. Like,
Alex Jones.
what the fuck? I bet you it'll tell you on the.
I know, probably if I just click on the article.
Yeah.
Nah, but you're gonna get NBC, Yahoo. They're not gonna give you a real breakdown of it because they want to make it look like
Yeah,
they're
it's
destroying him.
yeah.
You don't want to type in Alex Jones. We want the real Chin.
Let me see if it says
So
capped.
I'd rather watch that
Bow and arrow video. Yeah.
Hold on, right here.
It does look so boring.
Oh my
Oh, there's
god!
this month
It's
with
like those
caps.
historians that do primary research and look through all the scrolls in Aramaic and Greek. You're like, you could
Would
kill me now.
shoot myself
And you have
in
to
the
dig them
face.
up in some dusty fucking
Sky's the
archive.
limit. There it is. A 50-state survey of damages caps. What about that?
Sky's the limit. 50
Sky's
states
the
are
limit?
damages caps.
Are there limits to punitive damages in Connecticut? Look,
Oh, my
down there.
goodness.
go to
Alabama, 2 million.
Here.
Connecticut.
Does not cap.
does not cap. So, okay, that's going to be a problem. Now, maybe they went so hard on him because they knew he was paying the cap in Texas. So Connecticut was like, hold our fucking Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, two separate trials? One in Connecticut and one in Texas?
Because Connecticut, Sandy Hook's where the shooting took place.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, that one could be tough for him.
Yeah.
$1 billion?
But
That's going to make it
still
dent.
think, no, I think it's still like 10 million or,
No, you don't know though, right? Because we just looked at it. It says no cap.
he was saying.
No, he didn't say Connecticut.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure his lawyers. I don't know. That's
Yeah, he didn't seem terribly worried about it.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, I think what's worrying is that you walk around and people hate you. And, you know, you don't get away with that behavior. You don't get away with, you know, I remember being so outraged by that. Those children were killed.
Yeah.
And those parents are going through the worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Anybody who has parents, and my kids were, I think about that age when it
Oh, I
happened.
can't imagine.
And it's
can't imagine.
unimaginable.
Yep.
And when someone not only says that, but also there are the moron followers there are people out there who actually start to buy into it and start harassing the parents
yes.
and don't stop
and
harassing
talking
those
shit
parents.
online.
Fucked up.
So you're going through that, and they're coming to your house, and they're calling your phone,
Oh, I
and
would have
calling
showed
you
up
an
to Alex
actor and a
Jones'
liar.
house. I would have showed up.
Yeah,
to Alex Jones' house.
Without a doubt.
So
Without a
this
doubt.
is revenge is best served as a dish, best served cold, right? Like you can, I can understand the anger and the insanity because
And I don't dislike Alex Jones. I like Alex Jones. I think he's been writing a lot of stuff. But this is the one, and you know, Rogan agrees with us. This is the one where it's like, you went too far, dude.
and I think he realizes
Any parent
that.
realizes it. I don't know anybody who'd be like, well, no.
But here's the thing, like with something like this, it's hard for me to go, you know, you go, he was right on a bunch of things. I can't look past this about him.
This one's bad.
There's no, I've
That's
never
fair.
been able to
That's
look
fair.
past
No, that's
this.
fine.
fair.
If you're a parent too, I think most parents understand.
Right.
It's like, are you out of your
Dude.
fucking mind? Yeah, I agree.
If somebody shot my kid and then this motherfucker, I would be at his house.
Everyone
100%.
agrees with that, and that's
Yeah.
what happened. And so, you know, and in a sense, you could say that's an example of where conspiracy theories are damaging. You have to
Oh,
be careful.
big time.
Yeah,
Big time.
You have to be careful with how you speak. And I'm sure he regrets it.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't think that Alex Jones is I don't know him well. I've only met him a couple times, but I don't think he's an evil person. I think that he is somebody who found either two things. One is he found a great deal of success in painting the world as good guys, bad guys, bad elites who drink the blood of children, and everybody else.
Well, he's the best of all time at
Yep,
doing it.
and he posts that, and he pits it. The narrative is a biblical narrative, right? I read his book recently, which I don't
gave
agree
us,
with.
right?
Yeah, but then the other thing is that he may very well look at the world that way, and he may be that's the guy who actually believes a lot of what he
But
says.
I'd be
agree that.
willing to bet just sitting down with Alex Jones, if you brought one of those dads who lost their son, I was like, hey, Alex, stop. Just do me a favor. Just talk this guy over coffee
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
If the dad's open to it.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is before he went on his
Yeah.
rants about the Sandy Hook. And if you had sat down with that dad, there's like, oh, there's no way he's an actor.
But
There's
here's-
you could feel the pain. from
Yeah,
him.
man.
Like those dads and the parents giving the testimonies to Alex Jones. I had to turn off. I'm like, oh, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
Like you can just.
I didn't see
the
that.
the pain
Dude.
of these parents. You're like, oh my.
It never goes away, Bob.
No.
You know, it's like that's.
Oh, that'd be the one thing I'd
I
give me
remember
to
my
kill
buddy
myself.
said that to me. Jimmy Burke said I was trying to console somebody who had lost their husband, and he said, Bryan, sometimes there's something called inconsolable grief. And that's what you came across, and I was like, fuck, man, that's a real
imagine.
thing.
There's no coming back.
No.
Zero coming
my
back.
life would be over.
Yeah, there's zero coming back from that.
What else you got, Jen?
All right. I'm sure you heard last week that Kanye West's Twitter, and I guess some multiple like social media accounts got closed
He
off.
said I'm about to go DEFCON 6.
Three,
Yeah,
So he said
Jews.
this stuff. I'm a bit sleepy tonight. When I wake up, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
If there's one thing every celebrity should know by now, it's the one group of people you don't want to piss off are the Jews.
Let me tell you, my people,
It's just not the ones you want to fuck with, man, because they run the world.
I will tell you this, man. As a Jew, I will say it is also more acceptable if you had taken Jews and put in Asians, blacks, women, this dude would be in deep shit. But Jews, it just feels like
I mean, this is the one thing where finally Instagram and Twitter and stuff took them off. the
Okay,
map.
Casual anti-Semitism.
casual
People make-
anti-Semitism
Correct.
is
More-
more
You can sort of
accepted.
measure it in different ways.
I
like
think that I think that
crimes
the
always
larger
different.
threat is that the Jews make up. Look up how many Jews make up 0.02% of the population of the world.
That's
so
right.
If you want to talk about a true minority, it's the Jews. But then you can also say this. Let me tell
Also
you.
the most successful minority.
Yes, but let me tell you, anti-Semitism is just below the surface everywhere,
I
all
know.
the time, and it takes one little spark, and history proves that over and over. So if the Jews hear that and they don't speak up right away through experience
Oh, you have a
and
problem.
galvanize really,
Yeah.
quick, you die. You die. You know, they were talking about, this guy was talking about how the Mossad is the most ruthless. They'll do whatever it takes. Well, that's because they're dealing with life and death. They're not dealing
My
with,
man.
They're dealing with life and death.
They live in
And
a
they have a history
country.
to
They live in a.
turn
They live in a country where they're surrounded by other countries that want to wipe them off the face of the earth.
All of Europe does too. So the rise in anti-Semitism now, it's
crazy.
in Hungary, in Bulgaria, in Poland, in everywhere, is never been higher. And
Really?
we've
Dude.
seen these trends. And what happens? What happens when economies start to
2022.
tank? Watch.
Yeah.
As economies start to tank, watch what happens in Germany. Germany's in real trouble. What happens is it becomes very convenient to blame international bankers. You'll hear the words. You'll hear globalists. You'll hear international bankers. That is always code, I promise you, for Jews.
Yeah, of course it
And do
is.
they go after them because they're the most successful minority? Because they're so
Well,
good
no.
at business?
So a
and-
lot of it is if you look at the leaders of business, so the owners of BlackRock and things like that, a lot of them are Jewish.
That's what I'm saying.
If you look at the people, the leaders of thought in business and different things like that, and especially in finance, and the people behind the political machines, these strategists and stuff, a lot of them are Jewish.
also entertainment too. The heads of studios.
Yes,
Fun.
Also,
yes.
the highest percentage of geniuses.
Journalism,
on the planet, right?
journalism as
Ashkenazi
well,
Jews, there we
right?
go.
Journalism and things like that.
crushing it.
So academia,
crushing
it.
a lot of the leaders of thought in academia, and it's never been different.
So that's
It's
why they
never
go
been
after
different.
them.
Well,
You guys are crushing it.
and the people at the forefront of social change historically. So let me give you a stat. In this country during the civil rights movement, half the white volunteers who marched and got hoses turned on them were Jewish. And they made up less than 0.5% of the population of the United States. And the reason for that is that the Jews have always been at the forefront of social change, always.
But there's been a level of persecution throughout history.
Well, it's not just persecution, genocide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even God himself in the Old Testament said, I'm done with you fucking people. Get out of here. And he scattered them
said
everywhere.
fucking?
Literally said, get out of here.
Fucking's in the
I think he called them Hebes.
So he took the 12
I think
tribes.
I'm done with you, Hebes.
Yes. So he took the 12 tribes of Israel and he scattered them in the earth. And he said, I turn my back on you. Even Moses, he said, Moses, his most faithful follower in the Old Testament, he goes, hey, you didn't fucking believe in me completely. And you fucking second guessed me. So guess what? I told you to hit that rock once to get water and you hit it twice. You didn't quite believe me completely. So your punishment, even though you've served me, is you don't get to see the promised land. You'll get to see it from a mountaintop, but you're going to die in the desert.
Listen, man.
That's a house of dragons.
I had.
It's a house of dragons. And you know what? You know what God made Moses do to his own brother Aaron?
Set 'em on fire.
This is unbelievable. He said, take Aaron, who is also Moses' brother, was very faithful to the God of Israel. He said, don't like him. He didn't like that I had made, he second guessed my choosing you as the leader of the Israelites.
God or Jewish?
God said to Moses, he is rumbling about the fact that I don't favor him over you. I don't like his level of faith. So here's what you're going to do. Take Aaron and Aaron's son to the top of, I think it's Mount Moab, I believe.
In Utah?
And no, in the desert.
I'm just trying to.
And he goes like this. He goes.
That's right.
He goes.
Salt Lake City.
And he said, this is what God said. He goes, take Aaron's clothes off. Take all his clothes off. Up on the top of the mountain where it's freezing. Take his clothes off.
And leave
Give
him.
him to his son. And then you and his son leave. And they left him up there to die. And then the Israelites mourned for 40 days. All in the Bible, kids.
Wow.
So to be one of God's chosen people was not exactly that much fun.
Can I tell you-
a very good person?
When I was in South
Well,
Carolina,
hot take.
it means that God may have chosen you as a chosen one, but boy, that's a fucking lot to deal with because that God, the God of the Israelites, was not very strict.
kind.
oh, that first
Very
Testament
strict.
God was,
I would
Bro,
be fucked.
he'd be like, "Hold on, I don't like you guys." Are,
Yeah.
when they said we want to choose a king, David or Solomon or the Book of Samuel, the guy was like, "Hold on, you guys have a king. It's me. I gave you the commandments.
Yeah.
You want a king? Okay, cool. You want a king on earth? Oh, good. Hey, Assyrians, Babylonians, Persians, come on down here." Raise the temple in Jerusalem, take all the Jews and bring them back as slaves. And then 50 years later, the Israelites would be like, "Hey, we're fucking sorry." He'd be like, "You guys sure? All right, bring them back."
yo, that first Testament God was,
A motherfucker.
not a
motherfucker.
forgiving dude.
This book sounds lit.
Can I tell you something?
The Old Testament is crazy.
when
Just
I was
read
in
it word
South
for word.
Carolina, this is how casual.
like
this is
I know.
how casual some anti-Semitism getting. When I was in South Carolina, meet and greet. Dude walks up to me and we're taking a picture, arm around me, and as he's smiling for the picture, he was like, "You know, I usually don't think you people are that funny." And I went, I go, "You people?" And he started to laugh at his friends. He goes, "You know, kites with a T." He called me a kite,
Heights.
not a kike,
Yeah.
a kite. And I was like, "Say it again." He was like, "Kite. I hope that's not offensive." I go, "Nah, not offensive." You, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I didn't,
So stupid.
By the way, I didn't correct him.
No,
because
nor
if you're
should
calling
you.
Jews kites in South Carolina,
Yeah.
I'm not upset by
No.
that. Do you know what I mean?
Matter of fact, keep doing it.
yeah.
I've had
Matter of fact,
people,
put in my comments if you could, so my
fucking
fans
kite.
can light you up.
Yeah, I've had people do that. I've had people at my
Yeah, you
I
look
was in
Jewish.
Jersey and the guy take a picture and he goes, I said something like, you want to do a selfie? He goes, "No, what am I, a Jew?" And he walked away and I was like,
Is that our
What a
characteristic?
dick.
Is that
What
selfie?
a
Is that a Jew thing?
just a dick, just a guy who's just looking to fucking just
Weird.
wanted to spread bad shit everywhere.
But I will
That
say,
guy must have been a fan though, because you don't like you
came
don't
to
look
my
like
show.
the most Jewish person.
and
You know,
he,
like
yeah,
he came to the show. Now I've only been. You know what's
that's
funny
part
by
of the
that?
problem. I'm part of the problem.
By the way, you don't look Jewish is a really nice way of saying your nose is pretty good.
I look more Jewish. I feel,
I think you're
I look
Jewish.
more Jewish than you do. I get
I
it
agree.
all the time.
Yeah.
I
Do you?
lost a fucking
Schaub.
gig because of it.
Schaub is
What?
Yeah, because they were talking about, and it was some holiday was coming up, and like, "Oh, what are you doing for what?" And I was like, "What is it?" They're like,
Yom
"Are you
Kippur?
Jewish?" And I was like, "No." They're all, "Thank you for your time." I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you
Can I convert and come back?
You can. We'll take you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll
You guys
take you.
are dominant.
Are you snipped? You already cut up?
Yeah.
But the Jews,
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah.
so they
Yeah.
always say,
Oh yeah, dude. Who has a hood?
You know what I'm saying? Who's
Fucking-
power barking that shit?
That ain't right.
we got Jewish dicks.
Well, that ain't right.
Circumcision has got to be the weirdest thing in the world. That was Moses' way of showing God he was subservient. Let me cut my dick. I will cut the foreskin off my cock.
I also think it looks better.
I do too.
But we're also conditioned to that because
Right.
if they never cut it and we're natural.
By the way, go ahead and post something about circumcision online.
Oh my God.
It's
is it toxic?
oh my! I had no idea how crazy people get.
It is mutilation
about
to a
mutilation.
baby.
that's the mutilation and all this.
Oh, me
stuff.
and my girl, biggest fight we ever got in.
Really?
I didn't want to circumcise the kids.
How come you didn't? But you're circumcised?
Yeah.
Okay, but how come you didn't want to circumcise them?
Because it's a religious thing. I'm not religious.
Right.
It's 100% a religious thing. But then also in society now, it's like, you know, she was like, well, they're going to play sports probably, you know, so if they're in the locker room, they have the hoods on, you know how those kids are treated. I'm like, yeah, but
It's very interesting.
It's me 2035.
Yeah, it's also
Yeah.
a very
Like, who
interesting
gives a
thing.
fuck?
It's an interesting
I heard
practice.
it feels better.
Yeah.
It's a weird practice. If you
And then the doctor
heard
goes,
what feels better?
the having a having It's more natural because the nerve endings.
fucking
Now
feels
that's what
pretty
people
good
say
without-
that have.
without a hood.
That's what people say that have the wizard sleeve. Yeah,
Did they get that little Bazooka Joe turtleneck?
Chin has it.
I have it, yeah.
You do?
I think because I was born in Korea too.
Chin's 100% organic, baby.
100% organic. But
And
most of
Grass
the world,
fed,
right? Most
grass
of the world.
fed.
Grass fed.
I told these
Grass
guys
Pasture raised.
Most of Europe doesn't circumcise.
Right.
But the doctor was like, hey, because you know he saw me and my girlfriend. He's like, can I talk to you real quick? I'm like, sure. And I.
What was his?
He goes, dude, do you remember? I'm like, no. That's your argument. He goes, well, what we do is we give him sugar for the first time, and as we give him the sugar, then we cut it. I'm like, oh, and he's like, so they don't feel. I'm like, what baby told you that?
Yeah.
What baby told you that?
I can tell you what.
And
Here,
also, what
eat
are you talking
Eat
about?
this lollipop. I'm going to cut your dick. You tell me if you don't feel
but they
it.
do
Well, I want to
numb-
tell him.
I
you
numb the
tell me.
skin. They numb the skin, but
Yeah, they put a cream on it.
But I
wouldn't tell the doctor, are you circumcised? If not, hey, I'm going to give you a fucking Starburst. I'm going to cut your hood off.
Yeah.
You tell me if it hurt.
But clean, but
it's the same shit.
But I honestly,
It's trauma for the baby.
shower wise, for me, part of it I think is probably just easier, less to clean up all the time.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, you got to pull that hood back really good.
You have to clean your dick anyway, right?
Yeah, but
not
I-
like that.
No, so literally-
I don't have to take the turtleneck.
No,
and
you,
get the
you don't
dick
do
cheese
that.
out.
You don't do that. It depends on how much
I like
skin
how
you
you
have.
did two hands like this, like you.
It depends on how much skin you have. Some people have a lot of skin. I don't have that much skin. So literally, when I have a hard dick, my girlfriends at the time, they couldn't tell, and they never saw my dicks. Just
So,
like
by the way,
not
we
hard.
got into this. We always get into this. We got into this just because Kanye West.
I know.
tweeted
I don't know how we
something
got here.
By the
But
way,
no,
is he
it's
out of-
literally like it's like this, and you just wash.
But
That's
isn't it weird because you're not used, because you didn't grow up with the hood,
Yeah.
and I didn't see any kids growing up with
Me
the hood.
neither.
So when I'm watching porno and there's a hood, I'm like, ooh, okay, next, right? Next,
The hood's not for you, dude.
First they recommended trans porn, and now it's the hood. It's like, who the fuck is doing this algorithm?
Yo, dude, that dude, there should be a
Next,
porn
There's
star
a
named
Bukkake
Hood.
video.
I don't know
That's
how
what
you-
I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Then I search Bukkake, no hoods.
Yeah,
And like Luana's German, right? And she grew up, so she's one of the only women I'd know who's like, you're from Europe, you grow up. My wife's German, and she has the comparison. Growing up with guys who are all uncircumcised.
Oh yeah.
And then coming over here, she seems to prefer, at least she says, I don't even, but also Luana would be the
She
kind of girl
prefers what,
to criticize
hoods
your
or
dick if she wanted to.
non-hoods?
She prefers
She
non-hood.
prefers circumcised penises.
And you've got
apparently.
a circumcised piece.
Yes.
Did
You
she
work-
say why?
You got a deep voice. You working with a piece?
Working with a piece here, yes.
I figured you would be.
You'll have to ask around. I was
Yeah.
gonna say my mom stopped doing, like, she to my little brother didn't get him circumcised because I made so much noise during it. So this whole idea,
Oh
of,
my
like,
God.
you know,
Oh
she was
my
like,
God.
after I heard you scream or cry or whatever, I don't.
That doctor's like, he's
but,
good. We
that's
gave him a
what my mom says.
lollipop.
Who's
He's-
next?
He's not, though.
So me and my older brother are circumcised, and my younger brother's not because
Your poor
she was
younger
like-
brother.
She was like,
He probably got roasted as a kid, though.
Yeah.
Like in the locker room,
yeah, but-
locker room at football at CU, there was one kid who was uncircumcised. He wore a towel the whole time.
But so
and just
then
got lit up.
But then how come you weren't gonna circumcise your? How come you didn't want to circumcise your kids?
because I realize it's just a religious thing. We're
That's
not
also
religious.
trending in the
And
other
it's-
direction.
I think
I
it
don't
is
know.
too.
I don't give a fuck, trend or not. I didn't want to hurt my kid. The first day in the world.
Yeah.
You're cutting his dick
I
off.
can't even see my kid get a shot if they start crying.
Oh, they can't bring
I'm
me.
the worst.
Can
They
I
can't-
tell
they
you
can't bring me. My
to-
kid was getting like an MRI, and they had all this, and he was scared to go. I'm like, we ain't doing it.
To this day, one of the
grabbed
hardest
him down
things
out of there.
I ever saw. Jacob Wolf, my son, was probably 3 years old, and they had to X-ray, maybe 2. They had to X-ray his lungs. And to X-ray
Same
your
tiger.
lungs, you got to put the kid in like this, and then you got to shut him in a glass.
They freaked the fuck.
And the guy's like, "Listen, man, super uncomfortable. It's going to pinch his skin. That's how tight it's going to be."
They have no. Was it pneumonia?
He's like, he's going to cry. He's
Yeah.
going to scream.
Yep.
You are going to see him in a way that's going to be really uncomfortable for you. But no, he's going to be looking at you. Keep it cool. And dude, and he started screaming, "Dad, Dad, don't let him, Dad, Dad," right? And right away, your instinct as dad is like, "Fuck this. We're done. We're good." But to watch that,
I couldn't watch it, John.
Is
That's
like-
like when the kids have to
was
go to the doctor. I
brutal.
can't go. Same tiger, he had pneumonia.
Yeah.
They wanted to double check. And the doctor like, good chance, but we're just going to put him in the thing. Same thing. He put him in it. He starts going, "Daddy, no." I went, no. Listen, let's go ahead and pretend he has it. I'll send whatever you need.
Yeah.
Give me the shit, all right? The medication.
Rough.
We're not doing this. My girl's like, "No, we have to do this." I'm like,
First of all, you don't have to do it because they make money.
I was telling him, I was like, "I'm telling you, we're not doing
Yeah,
this."
and they
it's not
build,
happening.
they build the insurance.
Yeah, I was like, "It's not happening."
they do. Yeah.
I was like, let's go ahead and pretend he has pneumonia.
There you go.
And you give us the antibiotics, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
it.
And if you don't want to give them, I have a way to get them. So
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yep.
This ain't happening.
Yep.
It
The
was
girl's like, we can't go anymore. I'm like, that's fine.
Fuck off. Fuck off. And you're trying to make money off my kid in some way.
Yeah, that's all
Like
you're doing.
hospitals are like, we'll put him in
And he
again.
goes, well, there's a good chance he has pneumonia. I'm like, you just said good chance, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's
my,
not
son, my
happening.
son, when he was born, had to have X-rays of his lungs because he popped out too quickly, so the water didn't come out of his lungs. And I was like, "Do we have to do this?" She was like, "You do have to do this." No
Certain
way.
times, like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
shit.
I was like, "All right, what do I fucking know?"
What else you got, Jen?
What else you got?
By the way, my dick is thicker because I have extra skin when you pull it back.
Hey,
so it's thicker than all
hey,
your
hey.
dicks. Okay, I'm telling you right now.
All right,
Oh,
I got more
shit,
skin.
bull.
All right,
Whatever.
Just wanted to wrap that up.
I've seen some thick.
How
dick.
thick is your dick skin? Holy shit.
like a rhino's.
Even if it had like a millimeter,
Callus from, it's the callus from
Circumference-wise,
rubbing
It looks like a rhino's
okay,
tail.
all right, okay.
It's a rhino tail.
Yeah.
I brought that up because Kim Kardashian. I think this happened probably before he got taken off. I don't know if he got taken off Instagram. I know he got taken off Twitter.
Yeah.
He's off
But
Instagram
so
too.
Kanye had beef with that guy Boozy Badass and posted this message because I guess Boozy didn't like the whole White Lives Matter stuff, and they went back and forth. So Kanye posted this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Kanye puts now I'm back to shoot the school up.
So look at the whole thing though. It says don't
Speak on me, little boozy. Speak to me, yeah, little nerd ass. Come smack
Come smack me
come
or
smack
come
me or
shoot
come
me.
shoot me. I'm the one that got bullied by the entire black celebrity community. Now I'm back to shoot the school up.
So he's making a. He's not saying
He's-
school.
He's saying he's
And now
He's coming back to Hollywood to shoot the school.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullied school kid.
Obviously. So now.
So he's
Kim
the victim
Kardashian.
now.
Kim Kardashian is now paying for extra security at their school, the kids' school, not because she thinks Kanye's gonna do something, but someone will read this
Yes.
and try to do something. Yeah,
He has a massive fan base.
But this dude is mentally ill.
dude, definitely, without a doubt.
Well, also his grammar. Like I don't know what he's rambling. He's
That
like doing
pisses
it.
me
He's
later.
mentally
Did you guys
ill.
see his interview on Tucker Carlson though? I
Yeah,
have
I
to say
saw
it's
both
not
of them.
the same tone as this. Like
No.
he's
But he's smart
very-
and crazy at the same time.
I got family going to that same school, so
He's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Like that the interview on Tucker Carlson furthered my belief that he's mentally ill. And just because he sounds eloquent, he's mentally ill. Like you can see when he's off his meds. This kind of shit, dude, this is craziness. You know what I mean? This kind of
That's too
rambling
far.
and all victim shit and no accountability. Like
He's also a billionaire.
I think part of it is like crazy, like a fox. He's like, watch me trend. You know, he just.
for sure.
But boy, like White Lives Matter and all that like it's like interesting. You're like, all right.
Kanye said something interesting on Tucker Carlson. Because his dad, he didn't have a relationship with him growing up. His mom moved from Atlanta to Chicago, and his mom was like, "Don't come here. You never see him again." So he just thought his dad was out of the picture, but his dad was told, "Don't come." Wow. So he didn't have any
Happened to my
communication
buddy.
with him.
My buddy's dad.
Yeah.
Really?
So then
Yes.
he gets older, reaches out to his dad, looks into his dad. His dad's a really smart guy and was part of the Black Panther movement, right? And was a big time Black Panther party guy. And so his dad, he goes, when I wore the White Lives Matter shirt, he was the first person to text me my dad. He was a Black Panther. And his dad goes, White Lives Matter, hilarious. And Kanye goes, yeah, it was kind of a joke too to be polarizing. I thought it was funny too. Why do you think it was funny? And the dad, who's a Black Panther, goes, because of course White Lives Matter. He's like, but everyone's up in such an uproar over this White Lives Matter shirt.
He's just a firebrand.
Yeah.
He knows how to set fucking things afire.
That one's too far. That I'm a Kanye fan. That one about the school, too far, dude.
Yeah, a little bit weird.
Especially when you have those crazy fans and they're stupid enough to,
Yeah.
to look at that and go, okay, well, what
Schizophrenics.
school?
Yeah.
You're dealing with mentally ill people, which it's not good.
Let's see a woman get gored by a buck.
Alrighty.
Oh, by the way, I saw this video.
It's kind of crazy. I'll show you the video first, and
Oh,
I'll
to
go into the
protect a
details.
small dog?
Yeah. So
Badass.
a buck just came into the garage area and
Look at this, but
Where is this? Montana or something?
Wyoming. So
Why did the buck fall?
now the little dog's kind of trying to protect.
Oh,
Now she's trying to protect the dog. She gets scored here. And I guess that's her
And
husband.
that guy's he's like, okay, well, let's see what
just
we can do
control the
here.
fucking antlers.
Oh, that's
He's an old dude.
That's a persistent ass buck.
lady.
Yeah. And then all the other dogs. come out.
Hey,
She's annoying me.
God, get back in the house.
yeah.
I know.
Get a gun and eat that thing.
But meanwhile,
My
look at
mouth
this
is
dude trying to
watering.
open the door. He's
I'd be like, I'll shoot that thing.
I don't think
right
the dog
now.
was ever in danger.
Well, the dog kind of went under the car, so it's not like the dog got. It's also a wiener dog, right?
this dude needs to get out of there.
But she's annoying, and also that
She was so
That
annoying.
fuck-
Also-
Look at that deer. That deer's
also,
like,
they really
whatever.
gore, did it? Gore is so extreme.
Why is
I
the
was thinking-
buck?
house now.
The
I was
buck is so
thinking-
calm. He's just
The
like,
buck is like, what the fuck is happening?
yeah. Why are you screaming?
That wiener dog tried ripping my fucking wet nose off.
it fell asleep.
All
in
I
the
did is
garage.
lower
I wanna
my
know,
fucking.
where'd the deer stumble out of? He looked like
Me
out
too.
of a
He's
garage.
drunk.
He's drunk.
No, he
just
looks like
woke up.
Chin coming out that Jelly Roll box.
Yeah, out of a garage. It fell out of a garage. Look, it came out.
The deer was like,
came out
holy
here.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
There's something wrong with that deer. He's not.
Well,
right.
no, it's slippery because it's probably coming out of the garage floor. They can't get traction. He has hooves on. Also, she didn't get gored. Also, that little dog was fine.
No, so the hospital. She went to the hospital. She had 7 punctures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's
So it's probably like really not like huge punctures.
I'll fuck you up. But the man.
Dude, I love this old
man.
dude.
I know. He's old. He's about to fall down too. He's so old.
My favorite part. Look how many times he pulls the door handle here.
And he goes, would you open this and quit fucking screaming?
He's like,
Should I get the
annoying-
dog there?
She's annoying
She's
the
so
fuck out of me.
annoying.
She's annoying me.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That
5.
poor deer.
They just get stabbed.
I wanted her to get. I wanted her to get gored a little bit more, not in a bad way, but just to shut her up, like right in the ass.
To be fair, those guy got stabbed at Chris D'Elia's show and bought merch, went to the bar, and then went to the hospital the next day.
This is true.
Meanwhile, this lady,
True. He phoned in.
he called in the show and was like, what's up, guys?
You know what's interesting is that the vast majority of people who have long COVID and things like chronic fatigue are middle-aged women, white women.
Really?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. They're middle-aged white women and usually middle class to upper class.
Hey, Brian, look at me.
They get long.
No shit.
No shit. Right? But no shit.
Shit.
Hey, Brian, can I just ask, what are you implying with that statement?
Middle class and upper class white women.
Oh, you're telling me older white women have a ton of energy?
Older white women, if they get in positions of power, can fuck a lot of stuff up, is what I'm trying to say.
Let me just say, do you think this was a long COVID situation? And that's why.
Yes, I do.
Is that
I
what you're
just think
saying?
that she was screaming well after the quarantine was over. And she was screaming over here going, woo! 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 And I'm
Are you
like,
saying that didn't help the situation?
I would have
The
been
husband
like,
was like-
shut the fuck
The
up.
husband was like, hey, what
Even
the
the
fuck?
deer-
Do you
everybody-
think that's the husband?
Yeah, yeah.
Poor guy.
You think that guy was married?
That's why he was willing
Oh,
to die
100%.
by deer than deal with that shit.
Yeah, it's also Wyoming, right?
I would have thrown myself on that fucking deer's antlers. I would have been like, I can't take it. And I would have just thrown myself on the
He
antlers.
kind of gave
and
up on
died.
it. He was
No,
like,
he went- no, he
wrestled
went
it,
like
and it was
this. He
just
was all-
nah.
Yeah, I think he ran out of energy. This dude was
And I
savage.
locked the car.
kind of a strong old man.
He's like,
I did. He one-armed it.
He didn't care that much about his wife.
No, he was like this.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he went, the thing's pretty strong. Hey, unlock the car.
He pulled that door handle like 7 times.
He was just like this. He was like, oh, fuck, that thing's a live animal. Hey,
Get
you
off.
get the car.
Hey, get off my
Meanwhile-
wife. Get off my
Hey,
wife. I
bitch,
really
quit
care.
yelling.
He didn't make a noise.
Well, no, he cares enough to get one hand on the. He was just like sideways. Hey, stop, relax.
But he did pick up that little wiener dog.
Love you, honey.
Yeah.
He cared more about the wiener dog. So did she.
There's no way that they were married. He's like, that's got to be her dad.
It did say husband in the article.
Hey, dude,
She looked
she was
way
young
older.
either.
My
He
wife
looked
is
way
33
older.
years old. I'm 55.
She wasn't young either.
That's going to be me in about 10 years.
How old are you?
Well, 5.
55. How old are you?
53.
What else you got, Jen? God, she's
Okay.
fucking annoying.
It's fantastic. Wait, I want to see the honey badger fight 3 leopards.
Okay, we'll do that one next.
Honey badger fights 3 leopards.
Fights.
What?
Honey badgers
Yeah.
are badass.
They don't fuck around, dude.
No, they're gnarly.
What?
Dude. Honey badgers. This is a good metaphor for life. Oh, no.
What's the metaphor, Brian?
Josh, do you know about the famous
Keep
honey
fighting.
badger videos?
Look,
Honey
that
badger.
thing's all fucked up right now.
Two of them grabbed the honey badger.
A honey badger.
It's a minute and 56 seconds long.
They got him.
He's in the
So
guard
this one
right
gets
now.
one. Now it gets free. Goes after that guy.
These cheetahs like, Jesus
thing is-
Christ.
Yeah. He's like,
Those are
Hey,
young
just let us
leopards.
chill,
That's
dude.
a
For
mother and her
God's
cubs.
sakes, man.
That's a mother and her cubs.
The cheetah's like, I'm not even doing it.
Yeah, I'm just standing here watching, bro.
My
no,
mom,
this
it was
one
my
got it.
mom's
Oh,
dumbass
Nah,
idea.
That thing's going to die, though.
No.
Leopard will fuck it up.
Hold on.
Oh, he got out of
Got it
that.
They are tough. Badgers are tough.
Honey badgers, especially.
Which one, Brian, is the better? I forget. Is it the jaguar or the leopard that's the hunter?
The jaguar is a 3.
call it-
That's the
Yeah.
one, right? That can
Yeah.
climb the tree with
The
300
the
jaguar is what you gotta worry about.
Jaguars are in the
Yes.
Amazon. They're 300 pounds.
Yes.
And a jaguar is about 2 times
So you gotta wait.
heavier than a leopard. Leopards
And
are
what do we
100
call
pounds.
black jaguars? Panthers.
Panthers.
and they
Panteras,
climb
panteras.
trees with like antelopes in their.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen Jungle
So do
Book?
leopards, but jaguars will climb a tree with a fucking
Human.
with a human or a caiman, basically a crocodile. Oh, back to archery.
No. Accident. That was an accident.
That's what the honey badger needed.
So check this out. This dude with Down syndrome was with Wendy's for about 20 years and was just let go. They didn't tell him why at first. And his sister said that he doesn't even know he was fired. So he thinks he's retiring. So they're just throwing him in a retirement
that's
party.
That's awesome.
Right?
But also, hey, Wendy's, be fucking cool, man.
Why are we firing
Now,
Stanley?
to be fair, but if you worked there long enough, clearly knew how the business works. But I had a kid I worked with, he had Down syndrome at my first job when I was a janitor at a grocery store. And the kid was a bagger. And he had, he was 40 something. And he would just fuck things up. Like he would take their bread and then put the cans of soda on top of it.
Yeah.
But no one wanted to say anything. They'd be like, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
And be like, can I walk it out for you? Like, sure. And he'd like knock it over and shit.
Yeah.
Eventually they're like, hey, dude.
Do you remember a show called Life Goes On?
Go
Yes.
secure the
Corky.
With a guy named Corky. My cousin Scott and I were extras on that one day. And there was a scene where Corky had to walk down half of a hallway, it was set in high school, turn a corner, and walk down the other hallway. One continuous shot. Well, Corky had Down syndrome, and there was something about hitting the end of the hallway and turning where he couldn't pick up his lines. He had the hallway, and he had that walk. But as soon as he turned, there was a disconnect. Yeah. They couldn't do one shot, right? The AD, he just keeps walking and not messing up his line. The AD is on the headset. This is Hollywood. And you see, my cousin and I are standing there, and she walks by us, and we can hear her on the headset go, Jesus, what is wrong with him today? I'm like, today?
So someone want to tell
He
her?
got excited by a sandwich earlier.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Give this dude a break, man.
Yeah.
We're going to dude, almost 2 pages of dialogue they wanted him to do. One
Can
shot.
he do it?
No, dude. That's difficult for a
That's
a lot for me.
That's a difficult
Dude,
thing.
I got molested
Hey, to
by a
walk
kid with
and
Down
talk?
syndrome. I got molested.
That's what
I was a
bothers me.
division. No, I'm telling you, I was a Division One at University of Colorado. He was like, I don't know. He'd worked in the athletic building, and he had a twin brother who also had Down syndrome, and he was older, and they were gonna let them go, or they're going somewhere else or something. But I was like, oh yeah, he's so nice. He would always rub my ass. He'd always I'd be sitting there, he'd always rub me, and I thought he rubbed everyone. I was like, oh, did he not rub you guys? They're like,
Should bring
no.
him up on charges.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Wait, Brandon, is this the first time you told the story on air?
No, I've told this before.
Okay,
I
I've
think
heard.
maybe when Bobby was on, yeah, he would fill our Gatorade up, but we didn't know this. Oh, this is why he got fired. We found out he'd come in before, like at 5 in the morning, and lick all the cups, and then fill it up with Gatorade.
There was a guy.
And then they found him get our laundry. They found him putting the laundry into his clothes.
There was a.
And then he would always rub my ass. I was like, all right. Yeah.
I worked at a restaurant
I mean,
where
can
this
you
guy,
blame him?
this busboy, was from Mexico. He didn't speak a word of English, and he had been cut up. His face was all cut up. He's a little guy, and my friend comes there, and he goes, and then we get there, and it's the morning, and Wes, who owned the restaurant, is like hiding behind the thing, and she goes, we have a problem. I go, what? He goes, he's licking the jellies.
Yeah.
Because all the jellies they'd be the little things, you put a little jelly out there with that.
He'd open
And
them.
so
with them.
my friend had to go over and go, hey, in Spanish, like, you can't lick the jelly. She didn't fire him. So
Yeah.
No
you can't
puedes
lick the
licar
jellies.
el-
Yeah, in the morning. Don't lick all the jellies. He was going like this.
Why
Yeah,
would
they caught the
Wendy's
kid-
fire
It's not
that
like
poor
They
dude?
caught the kid.
And he
that-
wasn't-
They caught the kid in Dalward at University of Colorado. They had woke up early to watch the camera because something's going on, and he was like, "Dude, you're talking about 100 players on the team, taking those wax cups, going, stacking them back, and then we'd get in there and fill it
But
up."
how did you know something was up?
It makes me
What?
never want
How
to
did they
eat
know something
out
was up?
ever again
know.
in my entire life.
It all goes on.
I'm not sure.
We've all
Dude.
been the beneficiaries of someone's life.
But even when they told us,
For
everyone's
sure.
like, even when they told us, everyone's like, "All right, like, all right."
B, you know,
Do you have AIDS or something?
I took
know,
Pilates.
super hot girl.
Yeah.
This is really hot chick who keeps breaking in. She gets naked and she licks the cups, guys. You know.
You're right.
And
Give her a raise.
I mean,
This Gatorade's fantastic.
Which part of the cup? I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest. Is it?
listen, does she want to spit in my mouth?
Let's be honest.
She needs somebody to pay her bill. Is that it, Jen?
You want any more?
I think we're good, dude.
Can
Also-
I give a quick?
Oh, let's
Bump
talk
for the
about
show.
Dude,
Please
I'm
do.
so sorry. We were here to talk about your show.
No.
Very funny. Talk about it.
It's a father-son competition show with me and Jacob Wolf.
Your boy makes an appearance.
And it is on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. We basically, Jacob and I challenge each other to different things. We did boxing, we did pole dancing, we did
slam dunk thing. I watched
slam
it. It was fucking
dunk.
hilarious.
that slam dunk. That's the premiere tonight.
So funny.
Okay,
This one?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
And so it's the best. Here's the thing. I pitched this show to a bunch of places, and it was just a bunch of execs telling me what it can and can't be, what it wouldn't or wouldn't be, and all this stuff, right? And so, yeah, that's not up there yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, let's set up a show with you and I, and let's have us compete with things, and the loser has to do a really embarrassing punishment. And so I pitch it out to some people, and they're like, nah, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. And I realized, man, like with all my channels, almost 2 million on YouTube, over 2 million on Facebook, over 1 million on TikTok. And that I just figured out, I'm just leaning into my brand. I got to stop listening to these execs telling me that they think
Correct.
other people want. I know what the people who watch me want.
100%.
Okay. And I know that my channels get more views than their networks.
Yep.
Correct.
So I was like, I'm going to self-fund this. I put a bunch of dough into it. We shot 10 episodes. It's the best thing I've ever done.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
It's the best thing I've ever done.
Can't wait. I love the
That's
first
fun
episode.
too, yeah.
And it's funny. It's fast-paced. It's the
It's
best.
also dope. It's you and Jacob. That's what's cool.
But here's why I called it Family Tussle. Because season 2 could be your family versus his family.
Yeah.
It could be Red Sox fans versus Yankee fans.
Yeah.
It could, you know what I mean? It could be
great.
Bert and his wife versus Tom and
Kanye
Christina.
West Jews.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just spitballing.
But it's
Spitball. I don't know if I'll do
Just
it.
spitball.
I
it truly
don't know
is
if
the
you get
best
it
thing
for it.
I've ever done. And if I would love it if you guys could go just check it out. It's like I'm so proud.
Please go check out. And then you're in Portland
It's
this
called
weekend.
Family
Portland,
Tussle.
so Family
It's called
Tussle.
Family Tussle.
Premieres tonight on
Josh
on
Wolf
my
YouTube?
Yeah, Josh Wolf YouTube.
And then you're in Helium Great Club in Portland.
Yep,
That's
Omaha.
this Thursday through Saturday. Then in Omaha, Funny Bone, Omaha.
Yep, and then
you
I'm
go.
going to Mexico.
Oh, a little break.
Little wedding.
Daddy's going to
Probably get a new
be
jacket there.
Daddy's going to be at Bridgeport, Connecticut Stress Factory this weekend. I then go to London. I'll be back. I go to the Chicago Improv, October 27, 28, 29. Charlotte, North Carolina Comedy Zone, November 10, 11, 12. I got Addison, which has to be up there, the following weekend, November 17, 18, 19.
Yo, are you spending an extra day in Naples? That looks like a long
I am.
weekend.
It's always a Sunday. It's the only time of year I do that. And
Why?
I just like Naples, and I
Naples is
don't know
great.
why. I don't know why.
But the food at Captain Brian's is pretty good.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
It's not as good as our boys'
Well,
restaurant.
I
Nick,
ate at Virginia. Our boy Eric and Gustavo.
Eric and Nick,
Yeah.
the other guy.
Down in Naples?
There. I don't know
yeah.
if he's still there. But yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Eric's the man.
And yeah, dude, it's fucking unreal. That food at Virginia. It's
Insane.
on Main
Some of the
Street.
best
It's on
food you ever
5th
had.
Street
In Naples.
In Naples. And he has a feast with the best wine, and I eat
He's
too
the
much.
best. He's from New York.
And then we
He's the
fucking
best.
hang out until 3 a.m. I love that dude.
I'm gonna go down.
I
there.
love
Yeah.
him.
We'll
I love his
connect you
boy,
with Eric, yeah.
Gustavo. God,
It's all great.
Yeah, they're all great.
And I am in San Jose this weekend. We just announced a new tour. It's Oh He Thick Tour. And we have new dates on there as
that
well.
shit.
Look at that.
Funny. Oh,
Yeah.
thick.
Oh, He Thick Tour. We start in San Jose this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Salt Lake City is next week. Wise Guys, October 20th through 22nd. Calgary, the Thursday show on the 27th is damn near sold out. So we add a show on Friday. That's the Rooftop in Calgary, Canada. November, Heavy Texas. We're in San Antonio at LOL, November 3rd through the 5th. Houston, November 10th through the 12th.
Down.
You were all over. Keep
on,
going.
Bo. Come
keep
on,
going.
baby. Come on,
Trent.
road
And
dog.
then
Road dogging, motherfucker.
big one, Washington, D.C., DC Improv, December 15th through the 17th. Just went on sale right now.
That's gonna sell out.
That's the Oh He Thick Tour. Tickets at thickboy.com or fatkz.com. New merch just dropped as well. The tie-dye. Josh, we love you. Go watch the show. Josh Wolf, YouTube. Get you some. B.
My merch is coming, guys.
It's coming. All right. We love you, man.
My man, thank you so
We're
much.
out.